showtime. Facts with stats, you know that we never lie. If a debate ever arrive, we never decline. It's like an and one to the free throw line. You know we shine bright in our purple and gold. We go live from the Motor City down to the West Coast. Colder than a step back to a fadeaway. Got YouTube on lock like Bando in a passing lane.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy Thursday. Cuba Talk. Yo, I'm tired. I'm tired of Cuba and his hateful comments towards my thumbnails, man. I don't know how I can handle it, bro. Bro said, "Who the hell's that?" It looks like Damian Terrell from The Mask. And then Big Major said, "Oh, Cuba, you know what time it is." And then Trey All Day said, "Salute Lakers and five. What's up?" And then my man Cuba said, "My bad, not Damian. It's Dorian Terrell." Shout out to Geraldo, 3:30 on the dot. But Geraldo, I told you, I 29. I did start at 29. I did start it at Oh, that's nasty, bro. I did. I started at 8. I started later at 8:29, like you told me to. I took notes what you said. You might have not got the notification until 8:30, but I started at 8:29. Um, Salute to Trail Day. What's up? Salute to my man Chris. Shout out to Lakers in five. If we could get them for the cheat, let's go. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys get the likes up, man. It truly helps out with the YouTube channel. Also helps me out. But more so with DJ. Make sure you guys drop a like. Share the stream out. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have not already. Um, and let's get the likes up and everything. We have 11 people watching so far on the YouTube side. Also, if you guys have Twitter, please follow DJ, aka Lakers at Five, on Twitter and repost the stream that he's also doing it on there as well. We have again 11 people from YouTube and then 4 people on X. So make sure you guys over there on X promote the stream and everything also. So for today's topic, we'll be talking about Lauri Markkanen. I wanted to do Hayward Highsmith and Terrence Mann, but I'm like, no, we need a banger again. Um with the streams and stuff. So we'll talk about Lauri Markkanen, a guy who's been reported to has been like we know us Laker fans know about Lauri Markkanen, who's now with the Utah Jazz and everything. He's been linked to the Lakers for a while now. I really want to say since his Chicago days, to be honest with you. But um either way, good player. Like him a lot and everything. And just a guy who I think will be the ideal fit next to Luka Doncic in the future. Let's have our excellent whites in the building. We already have Austin Reeves. We already said have Luca. Why not Lauri Markkanen? If you don't have to trade Reeves in this scenario, salute to Go James, Chris. Salute. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Make sure you guys share out this stream a lot. It helps out with the views and everything. Um, but back to Lauri Markkanen. So Lauri Markkanen is a small forward, power forward, center hybrid, um, who again is the guy who I think you would like to have on this team. But I'm gonna break down the pros and cons with him, and everything. So he was first drafted by the Chicago Bulls. From Arizona. He is that guy who can get you, who's a very good 3-point shooter, a guy who can create his own shot and everything. But what I like about him is he's very efficient and his usage rate is so low. He's just one of the best um, players in the league when it becomes with playing off the ball at a very high efficient level. Um, we talk about Giannis, we talk about Jokic and um, Anthony Edwards and these guys, but they are very ball dominant, and I don't know if it can necessarily work out. Now, I think it will work more with Giannis. Um, between everyone else, because of the fact that I can see Giannis wanting to do more pick and roll and everything and stuff like that. Salute to purple and gold. Lakers to five. What's happening? Let's make this happen. Gabe, Maxi, Vando, Dartland in the future. Pick swap salute. Yes, sir. I think I want to do more than just that. I don't think that again, I think the Jazz don't care as long as they get the picks and stuff, but yeah, we're gonna break down about the trade and stuff, but I want to break down Lauri Markkanen's stats and everything first. But Lauri Markkanen is the ideal guy that you will want on this team for sure and everything. So let's, look at his contract. Now, his contract is not the greatest at all. He is 28 years old now, so he fits that Luka timeline. Now, he is older than Luka by um 1 to 2 years. So again, 28 years old. His contract for right now is $46 million, which again, I know a lot of people's gonna be like, ill, why would we do that? But let's hear me out for a minute. His fit with Luca would just be ideal. In how he plays basketball. I know this year he kind of had a down year, but to be fair to Utah Jazz, like every year outside of this year, he's been very efficient in everything as a 3-point shooter, shooting the from the floor and everything, and etc. The Utah Jazz try to make him an on-ball player when that's not really who he is. He's more of a guy who can get you buckets and move off the dribble, from screens and stuff, off ball and everything. That's just his style of basketball, which I like. Um, with a guy like Luca, Luca also wants a stretch big and everything outside of DeAndre Ayton, of course. Imagine you in the future, you have that Luca Ayton, like you have Ayton and Lauri Markkanen as your front court. I can see that fit perfectly because of the fact that they're both 7 footers. Ayton could be that lob threat pick and roll guy. You could do the same thing with Lauri Markkanen, but you can also do pick and pop with Lauri Markkanen, and Ayton well as well. But Lauri is a better 3-point shooter, so for that alone, he's better. But so again, his contract this year is 46. The following season, 46, 2027 to 2028, 49. And then his last year on his deal, $53 million. And then he becomes a restricted, unrestricted free agent in 2029 to 2030. Yep. Yes, sir, Steve. You know the drill, bro. You know the drill. You know the drill. Um, and yeah, bro. So again, since his contract is $46 million, we're gonna have to. I won't add. Y'all make up your minds what picks you want to give up for Lori. I don't. And another thing too, that I see Utah Jazz reporters talk about how Danny Ainge and them they want to get off his contract, which I don't like. They paid him that, but they did it because they knew that someone else was going to pay him probably that same amount of money, so they did it for him, and that kind of dropped his trade value and everything. So you can potentially get him on the cheap. Yeah. So his contract is 46. So what I have right now, let's see here. So um to start off with, we have to pay Austin Reeves. I don't want to pay Austin Reeves. I prefer a better third option. And uh DeAndre Ayton or Laurie Markin. You can make up in your mind if who's the second or third option in the future next to Luca, whatever. But um, let the Utah Jazz figure out if we should pay like not Laurie Markin, excuse me, Austin Reeves in the future. Same thing with Rui. Um, and everything. And I know they're gonna have to waive some guys, but they're gonna waive some guys. They don't really care as long as they get the picks again. It doesn't matter. So we'll do Reeves, Rui. We'll do Maxi Kleba. You will do Gabe Vincent, and then we will give and then ship Lori Marketing over here. Let me see how much incoming 54 million. So necessarily now let's see. Do you have to give up? Okay, I don't necessarily have to give up. You don't have to give up Reeves, but I prefer to give up Reeves just because I don't want to pay him and everything. But let me see here. Oh, let's keep Maxey. Let's keep Cleveland. Let's keep Cleveland. Let's keep Cleveland. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot because I'd rather have a stretch backup five and you could run different lineups with that. Now, if you trade Maxey, then cool, but I don't know. You send them Reeves, you send them Dalton, you send them Gabe, and you send them Rui, um, who's expiring contracts. And then with the picks now on the NBA trade machine, Gerard, Cuba said, hold on, let me see what Cuba said. You know the new team is coming to for Mark Walter for not coming for this. Although gotta remember the run or yeah, sure, whatever. Gerardo put the bandwagon on as a Jabari when you get a real job, nigga. That's crazy. I got you, bro. Let me see. Oh no, I didn't. The link didn't go all the way. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna put the whole link in. So if you want to give your take or whatever, that's fine. Here you go for people who wants to join. I already see. No, I just say it's whatever because again, it's just other look. It's just other options to look at, and I don't want us to bank on a Giannis coming. Now, if we can get Giannis, that's great. Then yeah. Joe, I don't know, bro. You cannot tell me that Reeves is not better than Lauri Markkanen. He's not. Dalton's not better. Gabe's not better, and Rui's not better. And Lauri Markkanen is a better fit next to Luka Doncic and LeBron, or just Luka alone than Austin Reeves is. Get the. I don't get it. Also, fun fact, by the way, Lauri Markkanen grew up as a Lakers fan, so that's kind of also a reason why I wanted to do this as well. Jokic is not coming, so let's cross out Jokic. Jokic is saying he's either going to retire with his horses or he's going to get paid $80 million. By the way, I don't. Where Laurie Market is not a bad. He's not a bad defender, bro. Where do y'all get this information from, bro? Bro, Laurie Market is not a bad defender, dude. Where do y'all get this information from? I don't understand, bro. Y'all weak, bro. Oh my god, Laurie Market is a bad defender. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Steve, because Steve, oh my God, bro. Steve, if he's not signing his contract extension because he can get paid $80 million the following offseason, bro. Why would I sign less money now when I can get paid $80 million next year? That'll make sense, Steve. He's not going nowhere. Giannis, sure, Giannis is the more likely candidate to leave than Jokic or Giannis, but we don't know for sure if Giannis we don't know. Giannis gonna say no. I want to stay with the Milwaukee Bucks and try to win the championship for the rest of my career. You don't know, bro. You don't know. So Joe, do you watch Utah Jazz basketball, bro? I'm actually sure. I really hate when people say this. I did. I did. I did Cuba. Yeah, I don't know. Joe, what type of tape have you been watching on Lauri Markkinen? So so why did the reports? Okay, bro. Sure. Jokic is not coming. He's not. I mean, I'll be happy, but I don't like the fit, bro. That fit's gonna be questionable. Very questionable. I like Jokic and everything, bro. But y'all look at big stars and y'all don't look at overall fit, also, bro. Same thing with the Russell Westbrook and Braun and AD situation, bro. We just look at stars, 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 and then we don't look at the overall fit. Yes, I do watch. I do watch Utah basketball. Joe saying he's getting cooked, bro. Bro? Let's be serious, bro. No one on the Utah Jazz plays defense over there, bro. No one. plays defense outside of Walker Kessler because that's just his thing. But then even himself sometimes, Giannis is not Giannis. But Chris, I don't think people understand though, dude. No one, bro. You can say the same thing. I heard the same thing for Dorian Finney-Smith, bro. And then as soon as he came over here, what happened? He was our best plus and minus guy. What? Y'all don't think culture can change people? Same thing with DeAndre Ayton. I don't understand, bro. This is confusing. We people said, "Oh, DeAndre Ayton can't play defense." Y'all don't think that changes over here? People said the same thing about Dorian Finney-Smith. You would rather have Rui Hachimura than Lauri Markkanen. Oh my God. Nah, Joe, you're gonna have to come up here, bro. You're gonna have to pull up, dude. Nah, bro, that's crazy. You would rather have a role player over a all star who's a better defender than Rui Hachimura? This is insane, my brother. Oh my God. Wow. Bro, that's later in his contract, bro. But I mean, look at De'Aaron Fox right now, dude. De'Aaron Fox is getting paid more than Luke. Like, bro, come on, dude. This is I hate when people do this, man. I really hate when people do this. This is how the new CBA is, bro. Austin Reeves is going to be paid $30 to $40 million and everything, dude. Like, this is how players are getting paid. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. I mean, we legit have mid role players getting paid 44. Like Michael Porter Jr. makes paid. Michael Porter Jr. gets paid $44 million. Like, it's like I don't understand. This is how the new CBA works, bro. This is legit how the new CBA works. No, I don't think. Dude. Oh my God. I'm not saying I don't think we will pay him. I don't think you will take Michael Porter Jr. over Lauri Markkanen. I beg your pardon. Oh my God. Thank you. Like, oh my God, bro. Michael Porter Jr. Bro, Lauri Markkanen is a bro. He grabbing 5 rebounds as a small forward who's guarding on the perimeter. That'll move you. Why do people think he can't rebound? Oh God, Mark Walter. I pray to. Okay, sure, but Lauri Markkanen is a better player than Michael Porter Jr. That's Yeah, but they also play him at small. Y'all don't. So y'all forget the Utah Jazz run 3 big lineups. They also run 3 big lineups. Or what they do is they have Lauri Markkanen. What? So why? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, Michael Porter Jr. is not better than Lauri Markkanen, dude. Bro, them Laker games be fooling y'all, man. Oh my God. What? He's not bro, he's not gonna cook Lauri Markkanen like he did with Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic, bro. He's not doing that. What are we doing here? I think y'all forget Lauri Markkanen is big, so he can also he can block their shots. Oh no. Oh no. Julius Randle sees Lauri Markkanen and he's licking his chops. Oh my God, brother. We're not serious. No way, man. No way. So you're telling me because you gamble? Oh, no. Gamble in basketball talks? Gambling in basketball talks? That's what we're doing? Oh, no. That's what we're doing now. Bro, he had one down year on offense, and this is what we're saying? Oh, no. nah, nah, y'all need to pull up, bro. Y'all are nasty. Bro, no, you going based off, bro, you're not watching are you watching the actual games or your box score watching, dude? Where do people get he's a bad defender from? Like he has the tools and everything to be a good defender, but why would I play defense and I'm getting blown out every game by 40? What do we? I don't understand, dude. He's not a worse defender than Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. Like, bro, Reeves is gonna be traded. Like, uh, Reeves is not even gonna be a part of the team no more because he's going for Lauri Markkanen, and I'm doing that in a heartbeat. I don't care. What? Oh, okay, Joe. That's the same thing what people said about DeAndre Ayton. And when I was convinced y'all about DeAndre Ayton, that's when y'all hopped on the boat too, bro. About I said, oh, he's not a bad defender. He just has commitment issues. And why would I would trade Reeves for Lauri Markkanen, bro. I don't care, bro. What does Reeves do better than Lauri Markkanen? Who's a better fit between Reeves and Lauri Markkanen? Y'all think of the better player over the. First of all, Lauri Markkanen is a better player, better fit, better 3-point shooter, better rebounder. The only thing Reeves has over him is games because the Jazz also play bench their players on purpose for tanking purposes and playmaking. That's it. Games and playmaking is the only thing that Austin Reeves has more, bro. You do know you can put Lauri Markkanen at the three, right? I don't understand, bro. Why are we making it seem like we can't put Lauri Markkanen at the three? I of course, Steve, that I did not just say you're trading Reeves and Lauri Markkanen. I did not. I've never said you. It's just Reeves and that's it, bro. I just said it's Reeves, Rui, don't connect, and then is this true? No, it's just a fun. It's just a fun basketball conversation to be had. Extreme hoops. That's all. It's not happening yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Just having fun conversations is all, bro. Make sure you guys drop a like. We have 52 people watching. Let's try to get to 100 people, if possible. You do know in today's game is positionless basketball, bro. Bunch of vanilla cone ice cream as Knicks. God, Angel, you wild dog. Ah, you funny man. Hey, what's wrong? There's nothing wrong wanting excellent whites on the team, man. Look, we already have Luca. You know what I mean? Why not add more to the team? You get what I mean? I like Lauri Markkanen guarding them better than Austin Reeves or Rui Hachimura. I'll say that. Terrell Willis said, "No, that deal will never happen in a million years." Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's just a fun basketball conversation to be had, bro. That's all. If you don't like Lauri Markkanen, that's cool. But for you to y'all make it sound like he's a bomb, dude. I did answer the question, What do you mean, Joe? I did answer the question. I just answered the question. I said he can guard them better than Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura. Salute Detroit God. Salute. Why do you think deals? What do you mean? This is just a fun conversation to be had, like long to like past like LeBron, because I don't think you know, bro. SGA do not play defense as what y'all guys think he does, bro. That man SGA is one of the most overrated defenders I've ever seen. Are we forgetting about what Andrew Nimhard did to that nigga in the finals, bro? Yeah, yeah, Detroit, yeah. It's just a fun conversation to be had. That's why I said about this is a trade to be made in the future because I think you need another star next to Luca, and I don't like Austin Reeves in that position. No, Lloyd Mark is not an overrated defender. Where do we get that from, bro? Fix your mic. Is my mic bad? Y'all let me know, bro. Hell no. If he would not go to the Lakers. I am a Jazz fan. If this happened, I'll crash out. That y'all, bro, y'all Jazz, Utah Jazz don't even want him, bro. Oh, let me fix my mic then. Hold on. Can you guys hear me better now? Hold on, I'm trying to fix this. You need them TikTok mics, nigga. That's crazy. Can you hear me better now? Just because you average steals does not mean you play defense, bro. Luka Doncic had the most steals in the playoffs, and okay, I'm clear now. Okay, good. So I don't need to. Okay. All right, I appreciate it. Cool, 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 cool. But I appreciate. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I don't know what happened with my phone, bro. I guess my phone is tripping. But what? Either way, like I'm not saying that Lauri Markkanen is a good defender, a lockdown defender, but I do think him on a winning team, he's gonna be a better defender. So Geraldo needs better mics and better thumbnails. Oh my god, Cuba. I bet you Aiden's in Las Vegas right now with 3 hookers. Y'all leave my man alone, dog. If he man, y'all leave my man Aiden alone, bruh. Yeah, I can hear you chewing your wings. Stop. I'm not chewing my wings at all, bro. I get that, Joe. I legit just broke down to you why, but you're trying to push your nasty agenda. But sure, I'm legit telling you, like, yeah, you're right, but you don't think that can change in a better situation? I mean, if you don't want him, that's cool. Just saying. Bless me. We don't want him. No. I mean, I don't. I mean, again, if you don't want Lloyd Marketing, that's cool. If y'all want Giannis, whatever, that's cool. But I'm just looking at realistic options, sir. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Just being creative. If you don't like it, oh well. Just saying, bro. Reese for yeah, I said bless me, bro. Yeah, I do want him. He's a good player. Like, why are we making it sound like he's a bum or something? I don't understand, bro. He's not a bum player. I mean, I'm not saying he's my number one option or priority, but if we can get him, I would get him. Longer, like again, I don't think a lot of people talk about it enough too. Like, if you're just telling me I just have to trade Reeves or whatever, but I can keep my first, to where if Giannis is available, we could potentially trade Lauri Markkanen for a Giannis, so contracts make more sense and better for us, then sure. But y'all don't see that as a picture, also, by the way. But it's cool. I ain't tripping out about it. You never know, bro. We seen some crazy, stupid trades happen before, Dark Angel. Rob likes to Rob likes to be sneaky with trades. So I don't know. Ever since that Luca trade, I've been thinking, or that Dorian Finney-Smith trade to start off with first, is when I was like, oh, okay. So you like to be sneaky, huh, nigga? All right, that's cool. And then he was sneaky with Luca, and then I'm like, oh, so you sneaky with Luka Doncic too, huh? Okay. So you never know, bro. Again, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying like this is what I want to be my main priority. Like if you can get a Giannis, get a Giannis. If you can get a Jokic, get a Jokic, I guess. But I'm just looking at realistic options and better fits for the team. AD is way better than Luca. No, 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 no. And I love AD, but God, no, no. No, Steve. No, Steve. I'm not listening to you for a reason, dog. You keep convincing me. You breaking down all the stuff that I clearly know about, but you also make it sound like a person cannot play better defense or whatever in a new winning environment, bro. Like we seen it happen all the time, brother. Well, Joe, if it doesn't happen, I'm not tripping out about it, but I'm just saying, like, no hard feelings, bro. But either way, again, I prefer a Giannis. I prefer someone else like an Anthony Edwards in the future. But if you can get, if you can get Lauri Markkanen for cheap, just match salaries and pick swaps. I don't see why not. It's just to have fun conversations with. This is hypothetical. This is if when LeBron James retires from basketball, who do you would like as the next guy next to Luka, bro? That's all it is. Extreme. I I don't understand, bro. I'm confused. I don't know what more y'all want me to say, brother. But yeah, for the trade in that situation, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like Lauri Markkanen fits perfectly, dude. Like, yeah, no problem, extreme, no problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah, like, damn, I don't under. I don't know Detroit because Danny Ainge don't. I don't think he cares, dude. I think he cares about the picks. As long as he's able to get the pick swaps or whatever, then he can. Now, he's not just going to give them away just to give them away, but he will trade. Whoa, what? Huh? Steve, I never said this is going to happen. Where did you ever heard me say that, bro? What? What? Nah, Dark Angel. Luca's gonna at least get one championship here. Come on, we're not doing this. Or if not here, at least he's gonna get one championship later down the road. Like, what are we doing, bro? Why do people say this? And yet he traded with the Lakers 3 times, which 2 of them helped us out, and we got Luka Doncic in it. What do we? What? Bro, we just traded Jalen Hood Shafino to Utah, and he helped us get Luka. What do we? What? That's not. That makes no. I hate when people say this, bro. That's a horrible excuse, Joe. How, as a GM, you do not know what's going on with the trade? Yes, he did help us get Luka. What? He also helped us get Malik Beasley. No, Steve, y'all not getting it, bro. Joe, you also do know too that he don't want to look dumb, stupid on why he helped Luka, right? Steve, of course, obviously Dallas helped, but we needed a 3-team trade. What are y'all talking about? What? No, I'm not gonna accept it, Cuba, because y'all sound. Ooh, I can't say what I want to say. This is professional wise. Yes, he did. What do we? Y'all look at it. Y'all look at it as, oh, Dallas helped us, and that's it. No, we needed a 3-team trade because we needed to make money work. And in order for us to make the money work, we had to trade Jalen Hood Shafino or another guy to make the money work. What can't y'all not grasp with y'all handsome, smart, beautiful skulls right now? What? So Detroit, why would I make a trade not knowing what happened? That makes no sense or what's going on. Like no one told me about the trade. Wait. Hold on, Detroit. Hold on. This don't make sense to me, bro. That don't make sense. Why would I be a part of a trade that I do not know what's going on? That makes no sense. As a general manager, you are stupid at your job if you do not know what's going on. That's stupid. I don't care what anybody says. That is very stupid. Joe, I get the reports, but why? That's a horrible excuse. Joe, you keep trying to move your agenda so bad that you're not getting what I'm saying, bro. I get what you're saying, but that's a horrible excuse, bro. No, I'll keep my mind calming down, bro. Are you serious? There's no way, as a general manager for a basketball team, I do not know what's going on in a trade, but I'm a part of the trade just because I'm that makes no sense. So if you don't know if you don't know what's going on, Joe, then why would you do it? What the Jack? Oh, I swear to God. Okay, bro, y'all got it. That's what y'all keep bro. As you Cube. So Joe, what you're saying is Danny Ainge needs to be fired, bro. He needs to be fired for his job. Because if you don't know what you're doing, but you're just doing it just to do it, then you're stupid. That makes no sense, bro. He is horrible at his job, is what you're saying. If you don't know what's going on, but you're willing to be part of a deal, then that's stupid, bro. Y'all keep believing in every single report, bro. Y'all don't critically think, bro. If I am a general manager, if reporters or people ask me, why did you help the Lakers make a trade? I'm gonna have to use some level of excuse. Okay, sure, but yeah, I mean, of course, Joe, of course. But if he hated the Lakers so much, why did? Okay, so even remove the Luka trade. Remove the Luka trade. If Danny Ainge hate us so much, why would he help us get D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Venable, all for a garbage protected first? I'm asking a question. I never said I was a sports expert, Steve. Answer my question. If I am Danny Ainge, why would I help the Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, who's a better player than Mike Conley, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, all for a garbage 2027 unprotected first? Please answer my question. Oh, okay, that's fine, Detroit. That's fine. Y'all got it. So answer my so remove the Luka trade then. I just said remove the Luka trade. And I'm not even these ESPN experts either, because even those ESPN people don't know what they're talking about. They just say whatever they do to get clicks and views. I'm not that type of person, bro. I'm gonna talk ball, real ball. No, because they're trying to be funny though, bro. Dark, y'all not getting my point, brother. Oh my god. Y'all not getting my message, bro. Jesus Christ, dude. No, please don't, because even those ESPN people don't know what they're talking about. There's no way you're gonna have the Lakers as the 10th best team of all basketball, and we're not better than the Golden State Warriors, who have not. No. Please don't. I hate when people do that. Please don't. Please don't. No. Stop. It's garbage, Joe. That's no. I'm not talking about you, Dark Angel. I'm talking about Joe and Steve. Like, for one, that pick was it's a garbage protected first. I do remember, but I don't care where he came from. He came from the Boston Celtics. He came from the Boston Celtics. Yes, I know. But if I'm a former Celtics general manager who I'm supposed to help the Lakers, why would I help the Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, Malik Thug Shake Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt with all Hall of Fame defense and a F- on offense for a garbage protected 2027 first right now? Like, please, Joe, you saying that matters when it don't matter? Because clearly we have made 3 trades with Danny Ainge. Y'all forgot the Patrick Beverly trade too? What? We made 3 trades with Utah. Pat Bev, D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, and then a part of the Luka Doncic trade. What? My God, bro. Y'all funny, dude. And I'll be better than Stephen A. Smith, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. I'll be far better than Stephen A. Smith. I know what I'm talking about. Them niggas are just saying whatever for clicks and views and rage bait and stuff. I'm not. No, bro. I'm gonna talk ball. I'm gonna talk real hoops, and I'm gonna talk real football, bro. That's me. Because he drafted young guards and he also has sex in that Russell was crowded. Who said D'Lo was gonna go to Utah? No one said that. Oh no. swear to God, bro. No, bro. That's the. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, man. Y'all don't, bro. I don't think y'all understand, bro. Danny H. He went from many. What do you? Duh, Joe. Duh. That's obvious. But y'all do know too that the Utah Jazz can also just take Malik D'Lo's contract and just buy him out, right? Or just rerouting him at the trade deadline. Y'all make it sound like they was gonna keep that nigga for real. Like what? Of course. Oh, I'm not reading no Cuba comments, man. Y'all blasphemy, dog. Look, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about my cereal breaks. I have not ever since that moment. I have stopped with my cereal breaks. I've been more serious, more committed, more everything, bro. Why are we doing this to me? Like we victory lapping off of cereal breaks and what, bro? What have I? Can we talk about what have I done lately, bro? Like Aiden is too small. What? Oh my! More clickbait. If you actually read the title, it says question mark. By the way, he was scared to. He was if he was scared to rebound with Phoenix. He averaged 12 rebounds. What? What? Huh? Where do y'all get y'all information from, bro? The man averaged a double-double. Oh my God, bro. Oh, I swear to God, bro. Oh, y'all lucky this is not my show. That's what I'm saying, Detroit. Oh my God. Bro, DeAndre Ayton is one of the best rebounders in the league, dude. What? Woo! Y'all funny, man. Y'all really funny, dog. Bro, Dylan, y'all love to look at stats. So pull up DeAndre Ayton's stats and you tell me how he's soft, bro. The man can easily get you a double-double with him being lazy, by the way. Like, what? What? Oh, Jesus. I'm trying not to crash. I'm trying to be professional, bro. Y'all make this hard sometimes, man. Yeah. Facts, Detroit. Facts. This really sad, bro. This is woo! Wait, whoa, Dark Angel. Hey, bro, chill. Whoa. What is going on in the chat, bro? Yeah, bro, let's wait, wait, what, Steve? Okay, bro. Y'all got it, bro. Do I need to end the stream, bro? Like, I know I'm 44 minutes in, but brother. Oh, you just fiend. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna put you in timeout, brother. I don't have the time and energy for that, bro. We got too many trolling people today, bro. Y'all giving me headaches. You know, y'all nasty, man. Oh my God, bro. Y'all need Nicola. What? What y'all talking? Yo, y'all funny, man. No, Detroit. Y'all funny, dude. Nikola don't get assists. Huh? LeBron gone? Jesus Christ, man. No, but back to what I was talking about, because we have people that love rage baiting for whatever the reason. They love just talking out their, what, their donkeys. But let's go back to basketball, right? Shall we? All right. Cool. So Lauri Markkanen again, he's a guy who I will like, post LeBron James, and you have Luka, like you have him as your like your LeBron replacement. Again, he's not like a LeBron. He's not going to be a LeBron. LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. But I like the fit with Lauri Markkanen a lot with Luka. He can play off ball, 3-point shooter. You can run small ball with him. It's not even really small ball, but you can do that because he's more of a 3 or a 4 than a 5. But again, like he can move. He's pretty good on his feet and everything and etc. Like I like him a lot. I know again some people don't want to trade Reeves because he's their white Jesus and everything. But I don't know. I like the fit, bro. I like him and Lauri Markkanen and DeAndre Ayton as my main core for the future, bro. I like it a lot. I'm just saying this is post LeBron, dude. I'm talking about post LeBron. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Yes, sir, Gerard. Yes, sir, Cuba. That's what I want. I want to go back to the excellent white days. You get what I'm saying? Cuba's racist. He don't like white people. Oh, don't say that. No, bro. No, let me shut up, bro. Nah, dude. If we get Lauri Markkanen who's coming off the bench, no one. You can play Lauri Markkanen at the 4, or if it's so if you get Lauri Markkanen now with LeBron and Ayton, you can run Lauri at the 3, Bron at the 4, Ayton at the 5. But when LeBron James, I said when, not if, when LeBron James retires, you can have Lauri Markkanen at the 4 and Ayton at the 5. That's it's not hard at all. But the fact that you can put them at multiple positions it means a lot, by the way. But yeah, they don't got the money for Laurie. Oh, what? Where did you? Hmm. Okay, I don't know where you got that from. They don't have the money for it, but sure, it ain't gonna work because ain't no real on the team. LA full of yeah. Hey, bro, look, man, look. Sometimes you need some of your excellent whites. You get what I mean? Sometimes you do, bro. It's a joke, guys. Don't take it as a racist thing. It's just a meme that I see on Twitter. With Luca Reeves and Jake, and I'm just like, hey, why not instead of Reeves? Why not and Jake? Why not just Luca, Lauri Markkanen? You got your excellent white duo. Just saying, bro. Detroit, I don't think it's more so a health. I think it's more so of the Utah Jazz of just they're just benching him for tanking purposes. That's all. Like they bench him a lot of games. They even got fined for it because the reasons was for tanking purposes, dude. Like I'm no lies, bro. No lies. They legit benched him several times because of well, we want a higher draft pick, so let's bench Walker Kessler, Laurie Markin, and John Collins and etc., bro. Austin Reeves is booty cheeks in the playoffs. He is, but overall, he's a good player. I guess I don't know. It depends who you're talking to. I'm not a Reeves fan. I like Reeves, but I don't like the fit with him and Luca long term. Um, and just yeah, bro. Like I don't know. I like the fit better with Luca and Laurie Markkinen than I do with Austin Reeves. He got off the court problems too with that country. What is that really so for him playing for his country is a problem? I don't understand. What? That's not a off the court issue. That's more so if you want to play for your country and also get you in basketball shape. I think that's more so of a positive than a negative. But if y'all think is if him playing for his country is a problem, then y'all got it, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I've never ever thought him playing for his country will be a off the court problem. That's insane. That's fair. Okay, you look at the stats. Look at the shooting splits. Detroit. Look at his field goal percentage. Look at his 3-point percentage. Look at his free throw percentage. And you tell me, and free throw attempts and everything. You tell me if that's good in the playoffs or not. Because people just look at stats and not the shooting splits also. For 1 year, Joe. Oh my! For the past 2 years, he shot over 37% from three. 1 year equals he can't shoot no more. Hey, come on, bro. What do we? No. I know Detroit, but I'm just saying Lakers need Joel Embiid. Oh, he's injury prone. No, he's not from you. He's not what? He's not from the Ukraine, bro. He's from Finnish or whatever how you pronounce it. It starts for 1 year, Joe. What are we doing, Joe? No, stop, stop, please, Joe, don't have me cuss you out, man. Please don't. Yeah, he's a Finnish or Finnish basketball player. He's not from the Ukraine or whatever you said. This is where Lauri Markkanen is from, by the way. I'm gonna type it in the chat. This is where Lauri Markkanen is from, but sure. This is a fun conversation. I hate when people just Finland, yeah. No, this is a fun conversation to be had post LeBron James and with Luka Doncic. This is like another guy who we should look at. No, dude. It's just a fun conversation to be had. Why do people just look at the thumbnail and then immediately think, "Oh my god, we got this guy"? Do people not use their brains no more? Like seriously, dude. What? No, yeah, thank you, Detroit. Someone has to break it down to him. Like, I don't understand. This is just a hypothetical or a potential situation in the future when LeBron James does retire. Like, oh man, Jesus, dude. Thank you, Detroit. We're just having fun conversations, bro. Why do people take this so serious, dude? I'm just, oh my god. Oh, Jesus, man. But no, like if you think this is real, no, like you can check on ESPN and everything. This, yeah, dude, this is just a hypothetical, fun speculation type of conversation. What's back to the Lakers? I should delete your comment, bro. I should really delete the comment. You know what? Let me. Ooh, that's nasty. If it happens, bro, shout out to Watt, man. If it happens, I'll give you. Yeah, bro. What's ooh, Steve, you're taking nasty shots at him. Thank you. Hey, man, look, we look, bro. Look, I'm telling you, OG guy. Look, see, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Lauri Markkanen is not a bum. I need people to put some love and respect on my white man's name. You get what I mean? Ooh, that man choice. Ooh, Detroit. I don't know, Dylan. It's looking like that. Is either the Sacramento Kings or you go overseas or be jobless in the NBA, bro. That's brutal. I feel bad for Russ, man. Who I'd rather have, Lauri Markkanen or Jonathan Kuminga? Like for the future or for right now? I'm curious, Joe. Like for right now or the future? Both. I'll say Jonathan Kaminga only because he's younger. That's it. Only because he's younger, and the upside is more with Kaminga than it is with Lauri Markkanen. Only because of he's younger and more upside. Otherwise, I'll say Lauri Markkanen. But it's no shade towards Lauri Markkanen, but it's just, you know, I like Jonathan Kaminga's upside and potential a lot. Detroit, like if you want to, his jumper was there. It's just he can't shoot threes. That's his problem. And then his mid range shot, like got worse every year. I was on 2K12 early, 2K12 earlier, and I traded Westbrook every time. LOL. That's tough, man. Poor Russ, dude. Poor Russ. That is so mean, dude. So mean. Oh, 2K22, my bad. I was about to say, dude, 2K12 is nasty. I'll trade Westbrook for a nice bag of chips and a decent water boy. That's nasty, Detroit. Y'all getting nasty with Russ, man. Stop it. People still play 2K22? Shouldn't that game have been like shut down or whatever for good? Like if you're on a like account or something? No? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Better than CP3? Ooh. I don't know. Ooh, ooh man, no. All right, Detroit. I'm definitely not gonna repeat what you said, bro. Nah, bro. My God, y'all going crazy in the chat today, bro. Yay, yay. Appreciate the 66 people. Yeah, bro, that's nasty. No, that's nasty though, bro. Let me see. Make sure you guys, people on Twitter, retweet Lakers and Five's stream, bro. He needs the views and everything, man. Y'all tripping with him. Stop playing around with DJ on Twitter too, bro. You know what I mean? Let me see here. But either way, one thing Lauri Markkanen market and needs is a haircut. You need to take that. Oh, we're not doing this to my man, bro. We're not doing this with my man, bro. Why does Mark? He look like Brook Lopez, little son. No, bro. Let's chill out on my man Lauri Markkanen, bro. What is Lauri Markkanen's career points average and rebounds? Sure, let's get to that. See, I love when people ask me these type of questions over just bashing a player and then not know the context of like why his year was whatever. Overall in his career, he averaged 18 points, 7.1 rebounds, 1.5 assists. So he's a overall rebounder wise 7.1. That's pretty good, dude. Lakers need Giannis. Well, I don't know if Giannis is realistic or available. Now, if he was realistic and available, then sure. But I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. So, yeah, dude. But Lauri Markkanen overall in his career is 18, 45, 37, 7.1. Like shooting split wise from the field in three, 45% from the field, and then 37% from three. So I don't know about how you guys feel about that, but that's pretty good for a guy who, you know, mainly takes threes and stuff and everything. Like back to back seasons with Utah, 39.1% from three, 39.9% from three, so round that up to 40%. That's pretty good. The only negative years he shot bad from three was with the Utah Jazz and with the Chicago Bulls in his third year in the NBA. I don't understand. Well, LeBron James retired. The Lakers can go after any star that they want. Without playing the money. Yep, you get it. Giannis Antetokounmpo will be a free agent if this year. He can go with. Nah, he's gonna. We're gonna have to trade for him, bro. That's why I'm saying you should trade for Lauri Markkanen, and you can trade Lauri Markkanen's big contract for Giannis too. But you know, because the money will work for that to happen. By the way, and just trade picks and whatever. Giannis is teaming up with LeBron and Durant, and they're winning three in a row. I don't know. I mean, if it happens, cool, but I don't know. Y'all have y'all can have these overhyped vanilla cones. He's not overhyped. He's a good player. What do we? You know, Giannis is a winner. He would take a pay cut. I don't know. I mean, if he does, good for him. But I don't see that. Steph is going to win another ring before he retires. I hope not. I would hope not. I would actually lose my. I would actually lose my brain cells if that's the case. I don't know, Detroit. That yeah. These people in the chat tripping, dog. The greatest shooter of all time. Yeah, it needed Kevin Durant to beat LeBron, beat my goat. Pitiful, sure, but you're not wrong about the greatest shooter of all time. I'll give you that. I will give you that to be nice and fair. Ray Allen was pretty fire back in the day. Yep, he sure was, bro. He was clutch, more clutch than Curry, but people don't want to have those combos. The greatest shooter of all time is John Morant. That's crazy. That game winner on the Heat. Yep. Or that it should be uh greatest 3 point greatest shooter of all time by a long shot. Facts. I don't know what you're talking about. You're probably talking about Cuba. And I don't think you got his sarcasm joke, by the way, but I'm gonna let you figure that out on your own. But Ray Allen is a more clutch 3 point shooter or a shooter of all time, regardless. Glenn Rice and Craig Hogan, greatest snipers of all time. Purple and gold. Let's have these nasty convos. Let's talk about how Stephen Curry is one of the most overrated players of all time. That's funny, bro. I'm trolling Detroit, so don't take me serious. But either way, y'all, like it's again, we'll see. Probably this is not again, this is something that fun conversation to be had. I don't really necessarily see this happening, but if it would have happened, I would like it. I would not complain about it. I like the fit. I like Ayo pause. Let's have these nasty combos. Why are your mind in the gutter? Why is your mind in the gutter? You're older than me and you're so immature, dude. Grow up. Like, brother, grow up. Grow you a pair. And I do mean let's have these nasty conversations. Let's talk about how James Worthy is a better 3-point shooter of all time in the clutch than Stephen Curry. Let's have those combos, please. All great lethal shooters, yes sir. Equality shooters. But I never thought of a day in my life that Lauri Markkanen conversations would be this hated so much, bro. Oh man. I don't know why though. He's a good player. He fits with Luka. He will fit him in that front court with Aiton will be big, long, lengthy, pause. Like, come on, man. People don't see the vision. It's okay. That's fair, Detroit. That's fair. That's fair. What you is understandable. That's understandable, bro. Also, keep in mind too, Lauri Markkanen has averaged like over like 38 points per game in Euro basketball. So that's another reason why I want to have this conversation because I'm like, hey, Lauri Markkanen, like he's showing why he's a good player. Just that contract, people don't like that contract he has, and people think, he's a bum or he's not a good like defender or anything positive wise because he's on the Jazz. Detroit is going to the finals next year. Who, the Detroit Tigers, the Detroit Lions? No, no. Oh, you're talking about the Pistons. Okay, the East is wide open. You're right, but they're not beating the Hawks. They're not beating the Knicks. They're not beating the Bucks. No, they could beat the Bucks. My bad. Excuse me. They're not beating the Hawks, or the Knicks, or the Magic. Have you lost your mind? Okay, Joe. All right, that's cool. You must stay there. I keep forgetting that Detroit's from Detroit, bro. But either way, yeah, man. Joe, you've been talking all this time in the chat. Like, do you want to pull up and have this nasty conversation? Because I don't mind going back and forth with you, bro. I don't mind at all. What y'all finna do is finna make me fix my food and then come right back. That's what y'all finna make me do with all this blasphemy takes and stuff. But the Pistons can again. The Pistons are no. No, I thought you was from I thought you was first from Cali and then you moved to Detroit. That's what I was thinking. But sometimes some people just have their names like that because they have their names like that. Sometimes people don't give a reason why or a valid reason why they have their names like that. I never knew you was from Memphis, Tennessee, bro. No. I thought you was from Oakland and then you moved to Detroit. That's what I'm thinking. I swear, bro. This nigga Detroit, man. Salute to Detroit too, though, man. But no, the Pistons are a sleeper team next year for sure. Okay, I'm okay. I know I wasn't tripping. All right, cool. You should have named yourself Detroit California God then instead. That's what you should have done also. But your choice, your decision. None of your boss, your run or whatever. Is Detroit Cali all day. So what's the hype of the story? So it's not even hype because people hated Preacher Man for whatever the reason. But it's the main topic is should the Lakers trade for Lauri Markkanen for the future next to have another star next to Luka Doncic long term, and people saying no in the chat. So That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, Detroit, you're gonna have to preach the word about Lauri Markkanen because they don't listen to me. It's probably because I'm a YN, bro. So I don't know. Who are we trading to get Lauri Markkanen? There's different ways, but mine is Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, Gabe Vincent, and Rui Hachimura. And then you can make up in your mind or not if you want to trade. I don't know what you guys think about the picks and stuff. So I just have that for you guys can make up your mind what picks you guys want to give up to. I mean, I don't mind giving up the pick swap as long as I can keep my unprotected first for Giannis. People also don't think about it too. You can also trade Lauri Markkanen's big contract for Giannis Antetokounmpo too because it will match it pretty well too if it doesn't work out. So just to keep that in mind, folks. Just to keep that in mind. But it's okay. People don't see the vision. Purple and Gold said, Detroit basketball. Yes, sir. The Pistons have a very bright future, bro. Very bright future, man, for sure. I like what the Pistons are doing. All they really missing is more 3-point shooting, and hopefully, Ron Holland can develop and be that 3-and-D guy for them. And then I hope and pray that Ashur Thompson can be their second best player, and develop a 3-point shot also because he's a good player. He just needed to develop a 3-point shot. Both of the Thompson twins do, but yeah, the Pistons are good. Detroit, what are you talking about? I'm not saying they're going to go to the finals or anything, but I do think they can make some noise in the playoffs. It's not crazy to say. No, I dropped this. I dropped the link multiple times, like it's a 5, and no one has joined. So I've dropped it like 5 times, and no one has pulled up. So I just stopped at the moment. But if someone wants to join, I can drop it again. I can't pin it on my end. You're gonna have to. I don't know how to. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Can I pin it? I can't pin it. It only shows me 3 options: delete, comment, put user in timeout, ban this user, and delete their comment. That's all it shows. Or I have to go, or I have to do it on YouTube. Because even on YouTube, I'm a moderator, so I can't necessarily pin it either. It says go to channel report or block. That's what it says for me. So I can't pin it. Yeah, appreciate it. Only knows how to pin. Detroit. Oh my God, bro. I've never experienced that any day of my life. Why are people doing this with me, bro? I don't understand. Why are we doing this with me, man? Why? I don't understand at all, brother. You nasty, Detroit. You funny, dog. Nope, never experienced it. Never, nothing, bro. Never. Never, never, never. Oh my God, Cuba. We're not doing this with me, dog. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas are like 30, 40, 50, 60, pushing grandpa status and stuff, man. Y'all making it sound like I'm 50 something, even though I'm 18, but I'm an old soul, bro. Come on. What are we doing, Cuba? Appreciate it, Joe. Also, if you guys think I did a good job on the stream, and if you guys are able to send super chats, then please do so, my brother. That can put extra money in my pockets. Show love and support to the brother for the host of the stream. You know what I mean? Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gerald Sports Jr. Whispers in Gerald's ear. Oh, yo, Detroit! Oh my God. Yes, bro. Oh my God, Detroit. I'm so glad my mom, bro. I'm so glad my mom is not on this stream, bro. Yo, this nigga Cuba, bro. He said, "Hey man, I was touching them things at 13, nigga. That's crazy, dog." Well, good for you. Good for you, dog. Y'all funny, dude. Just flexing on me, dude. I really press in. Oh my god, Cuba. I did not went to prom last year. My butt was home. I don't care about prom, dude. Prom is overrated to me. And if I was to go, it's just to grab some snacks and dip. That's all it is, bro. Nah, Victor. If you can cash at me some $30, I will appreciate it. Or 20 to $30, I'll appreciate it. I don't need no 2K, bro. I appreciate the offer, but if you can cash at me $20 to $30 on Cash App, I would truly appreciate it though, Victor. I need that more than 2K. Anybody who tells you the problem is overrated means no, that's not something. No, that's not me. That's not me, Detroit. No, that's not me. That's not me at all, bro. Why are we doing this with me, man? Y'all funny, dude. But nah, Cuba, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Victor, earlier today in the chat, people was like, "No, don't do it. Horrible trade. Why would I want a vanilla cone on who's trash on defense?" But when like I'm watching his film and highlights and stuff, and I'm like, he has the tools. It's just you're on the Jazz. I don't expect you to play defense on the Jazz, bro. Play on a winning team, and things might be different, bro. We've seen it happen multiple times with players, bro. People view them as a horrible defender until they're on a winning team, and then things will be like, "Oh my god, well, wow, I didn't know he had this in him." Well, duh, it's just culture change and everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but yeah, Victor, what do you think, bro? No, Lauri Markkanen, he grew up as a Lakers fan. True, Detroit. Yeah, thank you, and don't forget about the Chicago Bulls too. They was poverty also. Yep, people didn't know about that with Daniel Gafford. And I wouldn't say that, Detroit. I wouldn't say that at all. Come on, bro. I mean, the Jazz want to. They're not going to give up just trade him just to trade. Like they're not going to give him up just to give him up, but they do want to get off of his contract and stuff. Contracts. Lauri Markkanen's contract is 47 million right now, which I do think is an overpay. Who we trade him for? Austin Reeves, Don't Connect, Rui Hachimura, and Gabe Benson. And then you can make up in your mind, Victor, if you want to go the unprotected first, or you want to trade pick swaps. Yep. Hey, Detroit, that's the world we live in, bro. You can make $80 million in 2025 in the NBA, bro. That's going to be Nikola Jokic soon, bro. So just saying. He earns his money, of course, but I'm just saying, bro. People getting now paid 80 some $million. I mean, yeah. I mean, me personally, I don't mind giving up the first, but at the same time, too, though, um, try to convince them, like, hey, we're giving you Austin Reeves, we're giving you Dalton, like, you let us keep our pick swap, like you can have all of our pick swaps, just let us keep the first, please. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. Yeah, yeah, bro. He got the bag. Y'all hate on the man, but he making more money than all of us in here combined, brother. I salute him. Oh, don't say that. Oh my God. Dylan Brooks is 100% worth his money, bro. What are we doing? Y'all just hate Brooks because what he said to LeBron James. I mean, yeah, shoot, true, Joe, but then Austin Reeves can potentially get paid 30 to 40, and that's an overpay, but sure. Yeah, yeah, Victor. They don't. Yeah, Victor. They don't see the vision, Victor. That's the problem, man. What's up, preacher man? How you doing,
Hey,
Pastor?
salute. Hey, how you doing? Salute.
I'm doing all right, bro.
So can you explain like a little? I mean, I know you did in the comments, but as far as what you were talking about with the Lauri Markkanen situation.
So what I was talking about. So the main topic, because I think about the more I think about, because the like I see LeBron James posting, and I know this is just LeBron James post, whatever, but I see him posting dolls and all that stuff and everything. And I'm like, retirement is on the way, bro. And I just have to sit there, accept it, cry as I've watched him throughout my life and everything, or the majority of my life, or
You
half of
said
my
you
life.
said he's posting what now?
Like post LeBron James era is,
Hmm.
who's gonna be that second star next to Luka.
Oh,
And the
okay,
more I think
gotcha.
about it, I like the Lauri Markkanen fit. The fit is
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
He can fit next to Luka. He can play off ball. He's actually one of the best players in the NBA off ball. Like
Hmm.
his usage rate is extremely low, and he can get you 20 points, 25 points per game.
Right. Hmm.
It's just the
Yeah.
Jazz are horrible, and they get blown out every game, and they bench him on purpose.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Right.
I don't know. Like, people say in the chat, no, 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 you can't play defense and stuff. But I also say, too, well, yeah, sure. But you don't think a winning culture can change him, can change his
Hmm.
mindset and everything?
Right.
I mean, look at Daniel Gafford, look at PJ Washington, look at Dorian Finney-Smith.
Hmm.
Like Dorian Finney-Smith was kind of declined as a defensive player on the Brooklyn Nets. And then as soon as we got him, what happened? He was our best plus minus guy.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I'm viewing it as. But if you don't want him, that's fine. I just, I don't like the fact that people are just bashing the guy, then just
Right.
not watch Utah basketball and everything. Because I watch every team, even the Warriors. I hate the Warriors, but I watch them like, oh, so this is how they play. Okay, this is how the Lakers or the Hawks should play
Hmm.
them and everything on defense or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Right. Right. I
So
mean,
what do
I
you think
feel
about Lauri Markkanen?
well. I mean, he's a 7-footer who can pretty much on offense do it all. Create his own shot, get to the free throw line. He can hit the three. Um, and then, defense. I mean, hey, we got Austin Reeves who is bad on defense, right? So defense is a thing you can learn, right? Um, you can get better. Um, every player can get better on defense. It's something that you have to have. You have to show first. First, show effort that you can. You have the willingness to play defense. Okay. Um, slide your feet, right? I mean, they teach you, basketball, slide your feet, get in position. Never give the offensive player the opportunity to beat you off the dribble. And so if he can learn that and have the willingness to learn that, he can learn defense. I'm not asking him. We get him. We're not asking him to be the best defensive player on the team. We got Marcus Smart and Vando and other players for that. Um, Bronny James. But I would say I think that it would be a good fit, and I wouldn't mind. It just depends on who are you trading, who are you, because I feel like Austin Reeves is another ball handler that takes a lot of stress off Luka and LeBron, and if we trade Austin for Lauri Markkanen, um, you take away a ball handler. Now you're putting stress on when Luka goes out the game. Now LeBron's got to be that ball handler, and then you got to and then you have to give the ball to Gabe Vincent to be a playmaker to bring down the ball to do that. And Lauri Markkanen he's not a ball handler. He's a more, you give the
Off ball
ball
shooter.
to, right, you give the ball to, and he's going to create a shot. So it's kind of like a catch 22. You have to be careful because you're going to play Russian roulette. You're trading Austin Reeves 18-point score for maybe a 22-point score. I think this year his scoring went down a little bit, but he had an injury late towards the end of the season. So it's kind of
That's
like
more so of
Russian.
tanking purposes for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what they say, yeah, injury, but that's Russian roulette. So if you're going to trade Austin Reeves for Lauri Markkanen, you have to go out there and get like another ball handler like uh, you know on the free
Like a Malcolm
agency.
Brogdon, for example, maybe. Like Marcus Smart can ball handle too, though.
I don't know
I mean,
about
Marcus
president.
Smart can ball
I
handle
don't
too
know.
off the
I don't know
bench.
about president. Yeah, but Marcus Smart is not a playmaker. He can make plays and he can make things happen, but you don't want to overdo it and cause an injury. Remember, he's spent a lot of his time with injuries with his hand, and so you making plays, dribbling, 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 and shooting and different things. You don't want to overextend him when he's going to be playing defense. Defense is a very physical contact position, and so I would feel like if it was me, I would trade Dalton Connect because he's a younger player. He would fit in with Utah. Um, maybe Gabe and maybe whoever they would ask for.
Marcus Smart is only 31, the 32 years old,
Ke-
Victor.
right, Keebler. You can do Keebler and maybe a pick. But Austin Reeves, it's not that he's untouchable. He's just a ball handler that he's able to get to his spots on the floor, and he handles the ball a lot when that unit is on there. Now, of course, it takes away from the defense, but he handles the ball a lot. And he's able to get to the free throw line, shoot threes. He does so much. I don't know if the Lakers, take it for granted. It's not that he's untouchable. Of course, if the right trade comes along, you trade his butt. But he still is a good ball handler. I like the things that he does. He gets to the basket. He, at times he has been a crucial scorer. At time when he's playing good and he's locked in and he's on so you have to be careful when you can mess up the team chemistry. So I feel like if the trade is there, if the trade is there for the right piece, I would do it at drop a heartbeat, but not for Austin Reeves. I just feel like I personally feel like that's a ball handler that when Luka goes out, now you got Austin Reeves. You can put Austin Reeves with LeBron, Marcus Smart, or whoever. But if you trade Austin Reeves, now you got Lauri Markkanen out there, but now it's all on LeBron James to make 40, 40, 41 to make stuff happen. And so you got to be careful, because that is a lot of you know a lot of just chemistry with LeBron, Luca, and Austin Reeves. And then like I said, if you trade Austin Reeves, it's just LeBron and Luca now. It's not no longer. It is Lauri Markkanen and Luca, but Lauri Markkanen has to be given the ball. He's not a seven. As a 7-footer, he's not dribbling ball, breaking ankles. As far as coming up court, like a guard, he is a big man, 7-footer who can dribble the ball and create his own shot and shoot the three from the corner and get to the free throw line and do all this stuff. But you have to just say, be like Utah. We're not Austin Reeves. No, we're not going to trade him. We will trade Dalton Connect. We will trade Gabe Vincent. We will trade Maxi Keebler and give you a pick. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know,
Would you trade
but
Rui?
yeah,
Okay.
you could
So
trade. You
so
trade.
so just switch out Reeves then for Rui and
I would do it for
Rui,
Rui.
Dalton, Gabe, and
I
Cleveland.
Rui's a little bit more physical than Lauri Markkanen, but you're going to get a little bit more consistency with Lauri Markkanen. At 7 foot, now he's more positionless now. Lauri Markkanen, as far as he could, you could play power forward with Laurie, small forward Laurie. You can even run center with Laurie, and it won't hurt you because now he's 7 foot to where now, if we would have had Laurie Markkinen where we had Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gobert probably would have fouled out because now he has to stick Laurie Markkinen from the 3-point line. Laurie would just eat him up. Probably had 24 points, because now he's shooting corner threes. He's, he's going down, the line, dunking the ball. He's got his own go-to moves, but I would do it for Rui, but not Austin Reeves because you're getting rid of a ball handler, and good ball handlers like that it's just like going to Golden State, right? For instance, and you getting rid of Porzingis, you know, and now that puts stress on Curry. Now Curry has to, his ankle. He's been having ankle problems. Now that puts stress on Curry for Curry to be the point guard of the Golden State Warriors and handle the ball, and then he has to go to the bench, and now they got a less dominant point guard to come in on the second string that's not going to do much. But Porzingis can do that. When Curry goes out, now Porzingis runs the offense. So if if you trade Austin, now it's LeBron James trying to I'm not saying play with the second unit, but he's going to be in there sometimes when Luka goes out. And now we don't have Austin Reeves, and now you got Gabe Shamar Moore out there trying to run the offense. And the most he's going to get you that I've seen him on a good night is maybe 8 to 10 points and maybe 4 assists, 4 or 5 assists, and he'll play good on ball defense some nights. Some nights are going. His best night could be 14 points, but he's not the player that Austin Reeves is. And so now, you're he's good on defense. Gabe Vincent has better defense than Austin Reeves, but his decision making is not like Austin Reeves. And so if you're uh JJ Redick, you have to be very creative now. Your second unit and how you kind of switch things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for what you put there, Lauri Markkanen. I'm high on Lauri Markkanen for since the trade talks with Utah started. Actually, since last year. Um,
So
but go ahead.
why don't you want LeBron James to be that second main guy
No, I never. No, 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 no. Don't.
as
No,
far as carrying?
I never said. No, no. Here's what I'm saying. I don't want LeBron James to be. It's not that I don't want LeBron James to be the second man guy. At 40, 41, I'm trying to save him for the playoffs. I don't want him out there trying to run to be point guard, to be Superman, right? I mean, if you see Lois and Lois, Superman and Lois, well, Lois's dad gave Superman's heart got ripped out by Abomination or Doomsday or whatever the dude was, and so Lois Lane's father had to give Superman. Her dad died, and he got a human heart, and he ended up dying, right? Uh, LeBron James is he's human, and at 40 41, you could, if he's doing that and he's running that offense, you're going to cause his injuries risk goes up higher because now Luka's out. Now you got LeBron James trying to be Superman out there. He's doing,
That's
he's
that's
dunking the ball, he's all over the place, and he's looking like
but
young LeBron.
that's not a playmaker though. Like a playmaker don't require a lot of work.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
like
LeBron
if
is a
he's
play.
scoring,
LeBron.
like if he was scoring out there scoring, then that's a different story. But playmaking, that's
Well,
running the
that's part of
offense.
his game. LeBron is he's a fashion. He's got the fashion of all. He's Michael Jordan. He's Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He's a center. He's a five. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it all out there, right? We saw him in the playoffs doing that. He was our best defensive player, right? When he was blocking shots and in the center position, scoring, that one game, LeBron. That's what I'm saying. He does all that when he sees that the team. It was just like when we played Denver. When he looked around, nobody was going, and he had that 39 at the half or whatever, and he was trying to rally up the troops. LeBron James will do that. I done watched his whole career
I'm,
from
I'm,
when he was in. And so what I'm saying is, when Luka's on the bench and we don't have Austin Reeves, and you got Lauri Markkanen, and LeBron's gonna get all those guys going. But with Austin Reeves, it takes a lot of stress off LeBron because now he could pass it to Austin Reeves, knowing Austin Reeves will make a play, and also Austin Reeves can make a play. So you got two guys on the floor that can make plays and score and do all that. But now you got Lauri Markkanen. He's not going to pass the ball. He's not going to make the plays like Austin Reeves. You have to depend. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like having more. I'd rather have more playmakers who could score than have a lot of Rui Hachimuras.
so who's feeding marketing the ball right now for
Well,
him to
it
be?
depends if he's in the starting
No,
lineup. It's going to
not.
be if he's in the starting lineup and you trade Austin Reeves, it's going to be Luca. But
I'm saying
when
I'm
Luca
saying for
go,
Jazz though, the team
when
as far as him having that
you talking about with the Jazz,
his best career, who was feeding him the ball?
are you talking about with the Jazz? Right? You talking about the
Yeah,
Jazz? Well,
yeah.
the point guard George, it's the rookie George,
George.
and yeah, that rookie that they got, the light skinned young point
But he
guard.
wasn't feeding him the ball like that.
Well, he started in the game. It used to be Saxton,
Man,
Colin Saxton. It was
Saxton was
Colin
not a
Saxton.
playmaker though.
Right,
He,
Colin Saxon. He's like a scorer. He's a scoring point. But what I'm saying is, those are the guards they had out there. They had Colin Saxon and they had George. Those were the two guards they had out
but
there.
but you was talking like he can't create on his own though.
He can't. You look at a 7 foot. You talk to any coach, you ain't going to give the ball to Lauri Markkanen, and he gonna take you off the dribble and bring the ball down. I'm talking about bring the ball down like you would give it to Curry or Kyrie Irving or a guard. He's not a guard. He can't make guard plays. You're trading a If you trade Austin Reeves, who is a playmaking guard who can shoot, who can go to the free throw line, who can make plays happen. I'm talking about assists. Now he didn't have much defense, right? But hopefully, he's learning that. But what I'm saying is, if you trade an asset like that and you get a player like what he was saying, like Rui Hachimura, but he's a little bit better. He averages like 20. I think this year he went down to 22. I think 21, 22 points, right? Rui Hachimura is not a playmaking but he could shoot the three at like 39%. But Rudy Hachimura doesn't play defense that well. He shoots the three, and he's good on the fast breaks, right? And he's learning how to shoot that little turnaround, quad mid jumper, right? But it's limited to, you know, give me the ball, just like AD when we had Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had to be given the ball. That's the same thing with Lauri Markkanen, except he can actually, when you give him the ball, he can shoot the three, right? He can hurt you outside now. And then he can take the ball off the dribble. There's a difference between a playmaking scoring guard who is not limited to the floor. He can go anywhere on the floor. He can shoot anywhere on the floor. Stephen Curry's that guy. He could shoot anywhere on the floor. He can make plays. LeBron's that guy. Luka's that guy. Those people, and I'm not blowing Austin Reeves up, but have we seen Austin Reeves ceiling at his age? Is he going to get better? Is he going to go down? Is he going to tank? And so with the Lakers, is for me, it's not about that. It's about chemistry that Austin Reeves fits real good with the Lakers. And so when you trade a player like that, now you're bringing in Lauri Markkanen, right?
Yeah.
At 7 foot, who can do everything, but he's not a playmaker. If you look at his assist numbers, he's not a playmaker. That's not his game. He's an attack 7 footer like Kevin Garnett, going to the rim, who can shoot the three, kind of like Dirk Nowitzki, who can
Like a Porzingis, honestly.
more like a Dirk Nowitzki because he has that mid fade. Because the unicorn, he's more of a defensive. He's got better defense. He's more of a center position. Um, and I mean, you could say it, but I see a little Dirk Nowitzki in Lauri Markkanen. Matter of fact, he even said that. He said he's got a game like me. Dirk Nowitzki actually went on social media or they asked him. He went on one of the podcasts and he said He said, who do you see in the NBA that has a game like you? He said Lauri Markkanen. And so I see that, but you got to be careful because for me it's chemistry. It's all about chemistry. You know what I'm saying? That's why I believe Plinka never, after he made the certain moves, he never made another move because he wants to see about the chemistry. He's looking, I think, much so about chemistry and about how Lavaria, Jake is going to mesh with the team. Marcus Smart, all the new additions that we bring in um, are going to mesh with the team, and
But,
so
but fit will always overcome chemistry, though. I think.
yeah, I mean, if that player, when you say fit, if that player comes to the team. And like I said, I played overseas basketball, and when you have a new player coming to the team, it's about him running the right plays, and so when he's out there on the floor, and so Lauri Markkanen, yeah, I believe he'll fit. Like I said, I'm high on him. There's nothing wrong with his game, but if I'm Palinka, like I think Palinka said they want to wait and see the chemistry, how the Lakers are going to, preseason, September, October. They want to see how certain players are going to fit. And if we get to December and January, close to February, and that time where the trade, where we hear rumors and stuff, and if the Lakers are saying, hey, we're going to trade Austin Reeves, and if they do that for Lauri Markkanen, let's say if they did, I would not be upset. But I just wonder now the scheme of things change,
I
and
mean,
do the Lakers get better?
I mean, I want to see a Markkanen next to a DeAndre Ayton. I think that's crazy.
Well,
Him
yeah,
next to
they
a
can run him as a power forward. I agree with you. Yeah,
him.
it's crazy because now your starting lineup would consist of Luka, LeBron. You can actually put Marcus Smart there and Lauri Markkanen. But here's the fascinating thing. Who you got coming off the bench now? Because now Marcus Smart probably gonna start. So your bench is going to consist of Gabe Vincent. It might consist of Rui Hachimura. All right. You really and now Jake Laravia. So yeah, you can get scoring out of Laravia and Rui.
I mean,
But
and Kleber.
no, stop. I'm not high on Kleber. Okay. I mean, I understand he shoots like 32%, 29% from three. But what else does he give you? I mean, he's in the gym looking like Credible Hawk, but that's not gonna make me keep him.
But we talking about bench
Right.
players, so he's
But
definitely.
what can he give you? 3 to 5 points from the bench. I mean, if you look what he averages in goal, I'm not talking about with pre-injury. I'm talking about pre-injury before he got injured. Look what he averaged. So I'm not giving, this dude averaged like 5 points. Then you got Jackson Hayes coming off the bench. Is Gabe Vincent going to get Jackson is going to play the right game to make sure Jackson Hayes is getting like at least 6 or 7 points from rebounding to defending to making sure Jackson Hayes plays some of his best basketball on fast breaks. When Jackson Hayes runs the floor on the left or right wing and he's coming down and you throw him a lob because half court Jackson Hayes is dead. He is. I seen we've seen this. That's why a lot of people didn't want Jackson Hayes to come back, right? I believe me. I'm telling you, this is what I'm envisioning, and so by keeping Austin Reeves now that second unit, you got Austin Reeves in there. Now you got Jake Lavaria in there. You got Rui Hachimura. You do more damage with that second unit when LeBron and Luka are off the floor, and maybe you might have I throw Bronny in there, Bronny James. Just let him get. He's supposed to have a bigger role. I don't know what the lineup will be, but he's supposed to have a bigger role, right?
Big.
Then we got some G leaguers in there that can actually play ball, and we got the rookie. So Thero. So now you got Austin Reeves out there making plays. Boom. He's gonna throw a lob to Jackson Hayes. He's gonna go to the free throw line. He's gonna, what I'm saying? He's got players on the wing. He's got Rui Hachimura out there on the on the wing shooting threes, and we could do more damage. But when you trade a ball handler that's smart like that can create like that, that's how I'm looking at it. I see how you're looking at it. And to your case, you make a good point that it would be a deadly lineup with Lauri Markkanen and DeAndre Ayton, LeBron James and Luka and I guess Rui would probably be out there, but Marcus Smart, whoever, either one of those two would probably be out there or Lavaria. But and it would be a nice starting five. But you got to make sure your bench is like your bench has to once you get a lead, when you get that, let's say, if you're playing in Denver, right, and Luka's just killing them, and it's like mid half court, and it's like 45 to 23, right, and the Lakers got the lead, or 40 to 23. Well, the bench has to come in and maintain that lead. Look, we got to make sure we're making the right plays and defending, and we're on the floor getting the loose balls. And Gabe Vincent has to make sure that he's making the right plays. That's all I'm saying. I just don't believe in Gabe Vincent. I really don't. That's my fear.
Well, who off the Nuggets? Other else than Jamal Murray and
The Nuggets has. That was one team. I know we beat them last year, but I'm just saying that's one team that they got better, right? They got JR. They got what's his name? Tim Hardaway Jr. They have Brown. They got Cam Johnson. And then Murray. So now they got a lot of shooting on the floor, and some of them guys are going to be coming off the bench. Well, we know Bruce Brown will attack our offense. He will attack, and he can make plays happen. He did it in the playoffs. He's not a great 3-point shooter, but what he does good, he attacks the offense and breaks it down and causes it to collapse. And if your defense is not there, so so what I'm saying, excuse me, I'm just using that team as an example. Teams that like OKC that have a bench, and we're trying to combat that bench with Gabe Vincent, and I just feel like the head of the snake. When you got that second unit, the point guard is responsible for a lot of decision making out there on the floor. He's going to have the ball. He's going to pass the ball. The ball might find him. And if he doesn't have a play, like as far as shooting it himself or as far as passing it, guess what he has to do? He has to make the play. Gabe Vincent has to make a play. And if he's, and compared to Austin Reeves with the second unit, I trust Austin Reeves before I would trust Gabe Vincent. Now, even though Gabe Vincent's defense is better, I'm talking about on offense. So for me, I'm just wary. I'm just wary of that. I like the lineup that you said, but I'm looking at not
How old is Lauri Markkanen?
say it again.
How old is Lauri Markkanen?
Oh shoot, maybe
28 years old,
24.
and Austin Reeves is 27.
He's like 24, and he 24, 25, something like that.
Oh, bro, what the?
No, Austin Reeves is 27,
No, I'm talking
and
about Lauri
then
Markkanen.
Lauren Markin is 28.
Oh, 28. He's older.
Oh,
Okay, he's older.
same
Yeah,
thing.
because he played at Arizona more than 1 year,
Right, he's older. Right. Okay.
so he got that extra experience too. By the way,
Yeah. You like I said, if the Lakers make that trade, I would not be upset. But I want to see what the chemistry of October and September, or training camp after training camp, but and November is going to look like the chemistry of the passing and LeBron and with these new players and these
But
rookies.
but my only thing is Markkanen only started standing out when he got traded from the Bulls, and I want to see if like he could play next to like good
Luka,
players because he was playing next to DeMar DeRozan, right? Markkanen.
DeMar DeRozan.
no, the
DeRozan wasn't there, I don't
no, he
think.
was playing next to
Levine.
Valentine, Zach
Wasn't Levine
LaVine, and
there?
all of them.
Yeah,
No, he
Levine
wasn't
Okay,
was
playing with
there.
Demar. Demar didn't get over there until 2021.
Yeah, Levine.
so I,
He was. Yeah.
so I think Zach LaVine was pretty much shading Markkanen out. So it's like
Yeah.
that's my only concern is like could Markkanen stand out like how he did with Utah when
Well,
he's on
you.
the Lakers next to
But
Luca,
also, the
who's
Bulls don't know how to develop players right either.
Yeah, and
Or
you
the
don't need.
old, yeah, during that
Yeah,
time, their development was like development for like young players and stuff is horrible. Now it's better, but still.
yeah, and you don't need Lauri Markkanen to stand out because you got Luca for that. You got LeBron for that for the time being. You got, what I'm saying? So if Lauri Markkanen, the only thing you're going to ask him to do is just score the ball. Score the ball. That's what he's known for. He's known for, Lauri Markkanen is known for scoring the ball. At 7 foot, 240 pounds. You look, this dude he could post the ball with his back to the basket. Like I said, his scoring went down last year because, 19 points a game because he was, he had an injury and they, like you said, Utah held him out, but he did have an injury because I looked into it. If you go down from anywhere from 23.2 points per game to 19, you got an injury. Something's going on. Something's plaguing you. So even his field goal percentage went down from 48% to 42%. You know what I'm saying? So his threes went down. So things were going down. He went, his attempts, his 3 point or his field goals went down. His 3 point percentage went down from 39.9% to 34.6%. So he was battling something. That's a telltale sign he was battling something. His rebounding went down from 8.2 rebounds a game to 5.9 rebounds a game. Okay, so this dude obviously was battling something. He was a -4 to he went down. He came from a -4 to being in the positive back in 2024. So um, and like I said, the player always. He's with Utah, 25.6 points per game. Chicago, he was, a 13 to 14 point guy. His highest in Chicago was 18.7. So he got better. He put in the work. He, in the gym, and even his minutes went down. Last year. So hopefully he's healthy to where he only played 47 games last year, y'all. He only played 47 games, and the year before that, he only played 55 games. Now, I mean, this dude has not played. Uh, he's kind of been up and down, sporadic. He plays half of a year season. You know, he's 68 when he first came in the league. Then the following year, 18.7, 2019, he was 52. Then 50. Then 51, 61, 66, 55, 47. So what is that saying? It's saying that he's capable of being healthy, but he's been plagued with either injuries or something where he hasn't played a whole 70 game season since his first rookie year. So if it was me, him versus Austin Reeves, who's more? I would ask you guys, who's more dependable? Who's more durable? Austin Reeves or Lauri Markkanen?
I don't know. Reeves was said complaining he was hurt the last two playoffs. So
Yeah, but look at what I'm saying is look at all the overall body work of games played. That's what I'm saying. Since they've been in the league, Lauri Markkanen or Austin Reeves. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, for sure,
And they
Reeves.
both got better over their careers. They both got better. So for me, I'm looking at that. Now, like I said, Lauri Markkanen, his highest season was 25.6. So he has that ceiling.
So
And he
who
go
would you
ahead.
want for who's a better off ball player?
Between the two.
Lloyd off-ball players, Lloyd Markkanen by a landslide. I think a
I
lot of
Lance?
people.
mean, Lauri Markkanen, he's a better shooter scorer because he's averaged 20. He's done it before. He's an all-star before. 25.6 points per game. But I feel like Austin Reeves is a better playmaker. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like who would you rather have, Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan,
But I mean,
right?
so if you got Reeves playmaking on the court, who is going to be out there scoring like that? If he going to be passing nobody not really not going to be scoring like that. So like even though he's playmaking, passing, Gabe Vincent the ball, blah blah whatever, they not going. I don't know. I don't think they
But
going to be.
he's going to be the point. Well, Gabe, he's going to be the point guard. What I'm saying is like if you got Reeves versus you got Lauri Markkanen has to be given the ball. Reeves doesn't have to be given the ball in order to make a play. He can come down the court and attack, free throw line, or score the ball. The ball will stay in his hand. Lauri Markkanen can't do that. He's not gonna. You pass the ball out of bounds, break down the offense. You can stop him at the half court. You can put pressure on him.
But that's what you got
But
plays for.
right, well, no. But here's what I'm saying. You're asking. So the Lakers are going to get rid of a playmaking scorer that can play a point guard, or you can put him at shooting guard. Lauri Markkanen has to be given the ball, and then once you give him the ball in the half court, now he can make its play. He's different from Anthony Davis because now he can step out and hit the three, or he can post up and make his back to the basket. So they both have assets, right? They both have assets, but they both have weaknesses. And so for me, it really doesn't matter if the Lakers trade for him. I want to make sure that it's the right trade. When you make a trade, you want to make sure that you make the right trade. Like I said, that starting lineup that you said, D. Ayton, Lauri Markkanen, LeBron James, and whoever's at the shooting guard, and Luka, that's a deadly lineup, right? I'm all for that. I have no problem with that lineup, but I want to make sure it's the right trade. Because Danny Ainge, I don't know, or whoever's the Utah's GM or whoever, uh, we need to start being stingy too. No, you can't have Austin Reeves, but I'll give you Rui Hachimura, I'll give you Gabe Vincent, I'll give you Maxi Kleber. We need to start being stingy because you got all these teams out here trying to get all these picks. You got all these teams trying to get better, and
Correct,
that's where.
but I think a lot of people don't bring this up enough. Is
Hold on, I'll be back.
you're
I'm still listening. Hold on.
no, you're good. So the reason why I'm willing to do it is because you're gonna have to pay Austin Reeves, right? And I know Reeves is a good player. I'm not trying to disrespect Reeves. Speaking of Reeves, we have AG in here. Salute to AG. Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry I couldn't say anything
Salute,
to you
salute to
earlier, Jazz.
everybody.
I had a my mom was talking to me about something important. That's why I was muted the whole time. But I'm back. Salute to Jazz and salute to AG. How y'all doing today?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm hoping I don't gotta cook you based on what you about to say about
I don't
Reeves,
care,
man.
bro. Look, you know me, bro. I'm not afraid of my takes, bro. I'm not
I'm
afraid
just
to
saying,
tell
man.
you how I feel, bro.
Lakers need to quit playing. Go ahead and pay Reeves his little 30 million, which he's overly qualified for, and
Yeah.
just keep it moving.
Oh, yeah, they gonna pay him for sure. They's not about to let Reeves walk, bro. They gonna pay him whatever you ask for.
And I'm not. Oh, define that, please. I'm sorry. Define that for me. Like,
30, I think
so,
30 to
so,
33 million is
wait. Hold on.
fair.
No, I'm asking Jazz because if Jazz. So if he says he wants 50, you paying him 50?
I think they would, bro. I think they just way too high on
That'd
Reeves,
be
honestly.
insane, bro. That'd
They
be
just they
insane.
bro, they high on Reeves, dog. They's
I'm
not.
high on Reeves too, bro, but do 50 mil
Reeves
for
is not
Reeves,
acceptable.
bro?
I will
Bro,
I
say
that's
would,
this.
insane.
I would
But
pray to
remember that
God. I would
Celtics
pray to
game
God.
though?
Rob Pelinka
No, I
or
mean, no,
whoever's
bro.
gonna get him is fired.
I mean, you ain't got to remind. I'm telling. I love Austin Reeves, but I'm not paying that nigga 50 mil. I'm gonna need you to come average to get 50 mil. I'm gonna need you to come average this upcoming season. I'm gonna need you
I'm,
to average like
I'm
24, 25.
but don't
Then,
he
then,
still
then we can discuss 50 mil.
but when Bron leave, I think Reeves gonna step up. He gonna show you AIM that 50 mil, bro. I
Oh yeah,
think
of
he could
course.
Ugh,
I
Of
believe that.
course.
I
I,
believe that.
Of course.
y'all
I
y'all
believe
be
when
throwing
LeBron's
up,
gone.
man.
I believe the
I
future.
Yeah, and
Not
that's
being
what I think the
biased.
Lakers, and that's what I think the Lakers are.
I think that's what
They're
they're building to do.
yeah, they're gonna hold on to Austin Reeves. You're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna trade Austin Reeves. So don't prepare
Unfortunately,
unless it's for somebody big, especially if they got Giannis. This is going to be uh real interesting because if Giannis Antetokounmpo is, people talking about Lakers. I wonder how that Austin Reeves narrative is going to be talked about now. You know what I'm saying? Because if Giannis goes somewhere else other than Lakers, now you're going to see Austin Reeves, 22 points, 23, and he's going to step up, right? Because I think right now the where the Lakers are now, um, what we did last year was extraordinary to get the third seed. We didn't have a dominant center. Uh,
Oh yeah.
Dorian Finney-Smith was having ankle problems. He had some ankle surgery, some he was injured. Uh, and for us to do all that, and Luka was supposedly overweight, and he got sick, and so we got that third seed, and we weren't a complete team. Now we're a complete team, right?
I mean, but I said the same thing, but I'm looking at all these other teams. The Nuggets, everybody got good too. So I'm thinking we in the same damn spot, honestly, bro. Nuggets, Rockets, you got Clippers. Everybody got doubled up, honestly.
Actually, I don't. Actually, I think we're better than those teams because when you have like you
Man,
mentioned,
we ain't better than Denver, bro.
here's the reason why I say that. Yes, Denver got Tim Hardaway Jr. Yes, they got Bruce Brown, who was injured actually from the team he came from, and he's been sitting out. He's not been really playing. He had that big contract. For him, it was all about the money. That's the reason why he went to that team because he had opportunity to go anywhere, but for him, it was all about the money. He wasn't looking at it like that. Right now, they got Cam Johnson at 6'9". Uh, but how much more better is Cam
And
John? John
MPJ.
Yeah, how much more is he better than Michael Porter Jr. at 6'11", 7 foot, who
so
at his best? Well, I wanted to say this: at his best, when he was on the floor, y'all know he lit us up. He's the reason why they won that championship because he lit
right,
us up. He would hurt us from three.
But
but what the chat and you talk about, he was inconsistent. If it wasn't the Lakers, he
Right,
was horrible.
right.
To be fair, right,
I
and
agree. I agree with
also,
that. I agree
and
with that.
I think it's not a lot of people look at the name and not critically think about who's the better fit
Right.
between, like, of course, Giannis is the better player, Jokic is the better player. You would rather have them over Lauri Markkanen next to Luka,
Hmm.
of course, duh,
Right.
because they're better. But who's going to make more sense and who's a better fit?
Hmm.
Fit, if you have the fit, the chemistry is not going to be a problem. I think a lot of people forget about that. Like I'm gonna use Paul George, Maxi, and Beat example. I know they're hurt, but when they was all on the floor healthy, when healthy, they was They was a 500 team because remember they was like 10 games under 500, and as soon as all of them played together and healthy, the fit was there. They was a team right over 500 until Embiid got hurt again. So
Yeah,
if you have the fit, everything else will take care of itself. You just need to figure out the fit and everything, and chemistry will be there because of the fit's there. Now,
right.
people can say the same thing with Russ, and they say, "Oh, we didn't have chemistry." No, it's just the fit didn't work. It was horrible.
It
The
was
fit
not a
was
fit. Yeah,
atrocious.
Russ was not a fit. Yeah,
Right.
didn't fit.
So that's what I think a lot of people need to look at too. By the way, that's why when the people say
Are you talking
no,
about
no,
on
no,
Denver?
No, he's talking about. I
no,
think
I'm
he's
talking
talking
about
about
the
Lakers.
Lakers, like with
He's
Oh,
talking
okay.
about
I was
Smart,
like,
Russ.
AD,
no,
and
on Denver,
Braun.
Russ was solid, man.
No, no,
But
no,
yeah,
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
Denver.
no.
Denver
I'm not
Russell
talking
did
about
a
no.
good
I'm talking about
job.
when the
Yeah, Denver
Lakers got
Russell did a good
Russ,
job. Yeah,
and people were saying why it didn't work out the first time outside of age and injuries. Oh well, Braun and AD and um Braun, Russ, and AD, they didn't have the chemistry. Okay.
yeah.
Let's
Well,
see.
it.
And then it still was the same results. It was just a little better because we had younger guys instead of all guys that are like 35 years old, 35 plus years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a.
So
Yeah, it
if
was a
you
bunch
have
of
the
old
if the
guys.
fit is there, the chemistry will be there, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, it's.
But my bad. You can continue.
No, I was just saying that, like I mentioned Denver and Michael Porter Jr. and they signed Johnson. Both are talented. Um, but Porter's he's been injured a lot. His shoulder injury and back, he from the beginning, his back injury, and he's battled some injuries over his career. But when he played at his best, I mean, he was responsible from in the playoffs from getting the ring. So he is a champion. Michael Porter Jr. Let's remember he is a champion. But now they had to make Denver made that trade because maybe they felt that Johnson was better based on his everything, as he's a better defensive player. We all know that, right? That's why they probably traded for him. But when it comes to their offensive talent, uh, because I remember watching a game when Porter Jr. was going toe to toe with Kevin Durant, and he outscored Kevin Durant, posted up Kevin Durant. I ain't never seen Johnson do that. Like I ain't never seen Cam Johnson uh, go toe to toe with Kevin Durant, but I did see Porter Jr. Uh, go there. If there's a game on the YouTube, you can Google it. I mean, Google it. You can enter it in YouTube about Porter Jr. going toe to toe. I think he had like 29 points going toe to toe with Kevin Durant. The dude is lethal on offense, but the reason why they got Johnson because of his defense, and so it balances the team when you have a player now that's on the wing that can play defense. I can throw that at you and score. So now I one upped you, but I just felt like how's the fit going to do it? Who's going to play with who while they're on the floor? And I just feel like the Lakers already got chemistry, right? We added Aiton into the starting lineup, and so um, we got Dorian Finney-Smith is gone, but still Austin Reeves there, Luka's there, um, Vando's there. We added Marcus Smart, Jake. So we got pieces, but we still have the chemistry. So we did all
And I
that, and we got
agree.
third. We got the third place. So I feel like, man, shoot, we probably going for second. That's
Bro,
what
I
I feel
just don't
like.
think our bench are, but I'm, I'm trying not to be a negative Nemo, man, but I'm sorry. I just can't look at our bench and feel confident. I just don't
Well,
feel
that's what I
I
said.
don't feel
Yeah,
confident in our bench.
that's why I said if
No
they
way.
trade Austin Reeves,
There's just
we really won't have a bench.
there's just no way you could just convince me that going up against some of these teams, our bench is it. Like you can't convince me. I don't want Gabe, just Jackson Haynes. No, bro.
Yeah, I mentioned
I'm
him. You
sorry.
must have heard me.
You
Yeah.
can't convince me that that's what we're gonna put out on the floor when our starting five is when I'm
Well,
out there.
I think if you balance it out with if Austin Reeves is out there now you have scoring, playmaking. He's going to make sure Jackson Hayes gets those lobs right, and maybe you
I
run
mean,
maybe.
I, I'll say this though. However, that can change, and I think a big part of it's on. I don't really know where he's gonna be because he struggled in the summer league, but I don't know where he's gonna be. I
Dalton Knack.
mean, Yeah, Connect, man. If he can just wake up, I
Consistency.
mean, that's like
Hmm.
yeah. If he just wakes up, that changes the whole atmosphere of our
It
bench.
changes the right.
That
It changes. Well, they
that
also
changes
got
the
Jake,
whole
but they
yeah. They
also
got
got
Jake
Jake
too, so I
too.
mean,
So
Connect's
I
out there
think
too,
we're.
man. Connect's gonna have to show up, bro. Connect. I
Hmm.
mean, he's really in the golden position. Cause so what's his role gonna be this year? Is he actually gonna get minutes, or is he actually like a locked in second streamer, or what is he gonna be since he
I've
ain't
been
do too good in
hearing.
the summer league?
I've been hearing about trades. I don't know about other people. I've been on like YouTube, Google, and just different sites. Been talking about Dalton Connect, and he could get traded. That's what I heard, and I heard that Gabe
He needs to
Vincent
show up,
and
man.
Rui Hachimura, they're not trading him. That's what I heard. They rather trade Dalton Connect than and leave Gabe Vincent and Rui Hachimura on the team. So yeah, it's
Man,
gonna
nah,
be
I'll trade Gabe before
it's gonna be
Connect. Connect gonna have to show up.
he's gotta play like he did in college. He's good on off screens, attacking the to the rim, shooting.
No, he got
He's
to
got to
play
be
like he did the second. Was it the first or second game or third game of the season where he
yeah.
had like 35? That's what.
In that game
That's
in
the
Utah,
connect.
he
I'm
had a
not
nice.
saying he got. Yeah, I'm not saying he has to go get 35. I'm just saying you need to give me like 17 or 15, 12 to
I'm happy with
17
him.
points a
12. Give me
game.
12. Give me 12 coming off the bench.
Right? He needs
11
to
and
show
12.
up, connect. Like I said, if he can actually show up and just be pretty good, man. I mean, what I know he can be. I mean, he should be all right. I mean, he got the skills. So, like I said, if he can just show up, like I said, that changes really my worries go away.
Yeah, he's the X
Most
factor
of
off the
them go.
bench. He's the X
He
factor
has
off the
to. He's
bench.
gonna have to show up. He's gonna have to show up.
And I really don't
Gabe,
want him. I really don't want him to be on the team just sitting and he's not really getting no playing time. I feel like he's an asset that the Lakers can trade. He's got a talent. I don't want him just sitting on there because we're not using him right. And then, what I'm saying? Like, because if I'm a coach, I'm going to say, Connect, go out there, what I'm saying? Give me some meaningful minutes. Go out there and do your thing, man. Go out there and do your thing.
yeah,
Show them what you're all
he's
about.
gonna, I agree. He's gonna have to get. He's gonna have to get about his feelings, man. From almost being traded, he's gonna have to get about his feelings,
Well,
man, and
he said
just
he was hurt
to
by
the
that, but
man. It's bro. It's like I mean, it's just. It's like, man, look, you given the golden opportunity, bro. You play good, they gonna keep you and they gonna pay you.
hmm
So it's just like, bro, what I mean, like I get you hurt, but look, I mean, I look at things like the coincidences of the trade not going through. I look at that stuff as signs. I'm like, well, maybe it was meant for me to be on this team or prove what I got.
right,
I hope that's how he's looking at it, man. It's like, bro, just show up, play good, they'll pay you and keep you. It's that simple, man.
right. No, I hear you. Yeah. I mean, everything. I think this is an opportunity for him. They bring him. They bring him back. They didn't trade. They traded him, but bring him back, and now he's back on the team. So I feel like it's like you said, it's a golden opportunity for him to come into the NBA, and this is be his second year. So he needs to. What have you learned from the first year to the second? Is he going to be more aggressive, attacking the ball? Uh, that's what I want to see. I want to see him more aggressive going to the basket. We know he can shoot the three. I want to see a little bit
He's
better defense.
athletic too, so
Yeah, I want to see him his defense get a little better because he's athletic. He can do that, and I want to see him attack the basket more. That's what I want to see. I want to see better defense and attack the basket more. And
yeah, that's what I was.
if he can do that and he can create his own shot, he's got the sky's the limit for him because now he can create his own shot and he's got defense. Now he's turning it into a two-way player to where he can shoot the three. His defense, he's got you look at what's that dude Allen from the Phoenix Suns. He also could play defense. That's I want Dalton Connect to be like
Oh,
him.
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen, right? Grayson
Yeah,
Allen,
Grayson Allen's nice,
six six,
man.
6'6", 6'7", who could slant. I think he had a vertical. They were talking about his vertical in one of the games or something like that. He's athletic. So That's where I want to see Dalton connect. If he can be like Grayson Allen, to where we won't have to trade for Grayson Allen, right? Because I think it was, if he can do that, now you're talking about a complete bench. Because we already got Jake LaRavia, right? And then Thero is a monster. He is a monster. 6'8". This dude's so now, and then you got Dalton Connect. We got this young bench. So what can he develop? What can he develop his game into? I want to see his defense get better, and I want to see his confidence level going to where he's shooting more consistency to where his confidence goes up. And if he can do that, and if now it all depends on what JJ Redick and how JJ Redick's going to make minutes for him. And I think it's all about development. If you're developing, you're going to play. I'm going to put you in the game because he's in there to develop these young players. But you know what I'm saying? If he is not developing and he just has some bad shooting games and he's not shooting good and all this other stuff, then you might see the Lakers trade him. Uh, you
I
know,
just, no, I just hope JJ don't. Our hope politics don't play a fair. I just hope they don't doghouse Connect. That's all I hope. I'm like, dude, give him a chance, give him some burn too, and if he's just not playing good, then trade him. But I hope they just don't sit him and then try and move him. I hope they try and use him. See what he's about. I mean, I know what he's about. I mean, he was a 17th pick for crying out loud, and people were saying I'm surprised he fell that low. So I mean, he got the talent, man. He really. I seen enough of him last season. I mean, when he's playing good, I mean, he's a really good player. Just he's. I mean, it's really just on him. It's really all on him at this point.
right. Well, again, he's going to have to come in the league because, like I said, summer league wasn't. I wasn't too impressed. I was more impressed with Bronny James than Dalton Connect. That last game, yes, okay, he had 18, 20 some points, but I wasn't impressed with Dalton Connect. I want to see,
It was an ugly 18 points. So
yeah, I want to see an NBA training camp coming in training camp. I want to see Dalton Connect play aggressive. I want to see him attack the rim. I want to see his defense and foot movement be better. You know what I mean? If, like I said, he could do that. Now you're talking about developing. It's all about his development. Going into his confidence level. Because a lot of people were on Bronny James the first season, right? He was a second round pick. You're talking about a number 17th pick coming into. You're talking about first round pick, not a second round pick. Like we were hard on Bronny James like he was a first round pick. And this dude played better in the summer league than Dalton Connect. Actually played better than a lot of first round picks in the G League this year. So I just feel like, the Lakers saw something. They traded him for Williams. Then they bring him back. We know he's got the talent. We know he can shoot it. And he needs to come in the NBA training camp in shape, which he will. His confidence. I want hopefully his confidence level is high. And like I said, because there's a lot of players that will pass him up. There's a lot of players on the second unit like Jake LaRavia. You have a thorough. If Thorough passes him up to where he's not getting minutes, then you got Gabe Vincent. You got all these other players. Bronny James is going to get some minutes, right? Marcus Smart and Rui Hachimura. You got all these players because I don't really know what I think the starting line might be Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron James. The center position is going to be, of course, Aiton. That's his position. He's starting. But the power forward position, it might be Rui Hachimura. So Rui's going to be the power forward. I guarantee he's going to start. That's going to be your starting five. Luca, Reeves, LeBron, Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton. That's going to be your starting five. And now
Yeah,
your bench.
that's the starting five.
Yeah, that's
Only
the
difference
starting
we're just
five.
swapping out centers.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And so now you, so your bench consists of this is your bench. You have Gabe Vincent, Bronny James, Thorough, Laravia, right? Dalton Connect. Then you got some G leaguers in there. If he fall, where is he going to fall? Like, where is his minutes going to get sucked up? How's he going to gain minutes? And how he's going to get minutes is showing that he's that can give you scoring consistently. I don't care if he 6 points, 7 points, but don't you better not have no zero game. You better not have no 2 point game consistently. Like your positive games have to be better than your negative games, right? Your defense has to be better. That's how coaches look at it. That's how you get those minutes. At least if I was a coach. If I put you in the game, are you going to embarrass yourself and embarrass me? Right? I'm not going to put you out there and you're getting beat off the dribble, right? You're almost fouling out in pre training camp. You get 2 points, 3 fouls, 2 rebounds. Like it's just it's not enough to where like I'm seeing you're developing. And then if JJ sees that, guess who else is going to see it? Jeannie Buss is going to see it. Rob Pelinka is going to see it. But if he has like a game where he's scoring 10 points and he's got 5 rebounds, he's got good defense, and you know what I'm saying, he's out there hustling, getting loose balls, right? Yeah. Um, as a coach, I'm gonna be like, okay, you're gonna earn some minutes for me. Now there's a place for you. There's a place for you, right? But it's all it's all up in the air right now with Dalton Connect because he has the skills, but what is he going to bring to preseason? We know what he brought to the G League or to the summer league. I just want to make sure that like I said, I rather him be traded to Chicago. I'd rather trade for Vucic, like DJ was talking about, major trade Dalton Connect to the Bulls. That's a young team, right? And we get back Vucic, right? And then now we can focus on Laravia, Thero, Bronny James, and now you got a second unit with a starting center, right? But I don't know. I mean, that's just the Lakers. Who knows if they're going to get? Who knows who they're going to trade for? Um, it's going to be interesting. Um, so I mean, I just feel like but this trade right here, the Lauri Markkanen trade, I feel like uh, it's a possibility because they were talking about it before. But it to me, it's like Luka. What you know he I think he would fit good with Luka. But then you talking about Utah. Would Utah make this trade? Because they really play hardball. They had the center. What was the center's name that we were trying to get from Utah? Does anybody know?
Wasn't it Castle? Never mind. Never mind. It wasn't him.
No, it was the center. It was the center
The
that we
other
were
white
trying.
Laura. Yeah, I know who you're talking
It
about. I
wasn't
just
Laura
can't think
Mark.
of the name.
Yeah, it wasn't Laura Marketer. Because I was just looking at Utah here. Let me. I'm actually on Utah right now. Hold on. The center was no, wasn't going to Walker Kessler. Okay,
Yeah, Walker. Yeah, that's who it was.
we
Yeah.
we was trying to get Walker Kessler. I was hearing all kind of rumors about Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler this Walker, and then what happened? They were hanging Walker Kesslers over the Lakers' head, dangling like a worm, and then all of a sudden they took him off the market. Right. So Utah's good about doing that. They'll like dangle a player and then they pull him back in just to see. And that's what they actually did to Lauri Markkanen. They wanted to see at one point. They wanted to see how much they could get on the market. And then what did they do? They turned around and took him off. Then they put him on. I don't like teams like that. Really, I don't. If you serious about making a trade and you want to make a trade, you know,
Man, F them niggas. That's why them niggas gonna be trash this year anyway.
yeah, they rebuild. I mean, if you look at their lineup, I mean, half the guys, I don't even know who the guys are. Tyler Hendricks. I know who Kyle Anderson is. Keontae George, like I said, Keontae George. Did they train?
Man, they gonna tank. Them niggas is trash.
Ace Bailey. I know who that is. Ace Bailey. Elijah Harkless. Walter Clayton Jr. I don't know who that is. They got Nurkic. They got Yusuf Nurkic.
They do?
Yeah, they got 2 7-footers. They got all these 7 foot. You know how many 7-footers they got on their team? They got Kyle
Four.
Filipowski, 6'11", Lauri Markkanen, 7 foot, Walker Kessler, 7 foot, Yukas Nurkic, 7 foot. They got like 4 7-footers, pretty much. 3, 4 7-footers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Kevin Love. They got Kevin Love. Man,
Wait,
they
Kevin Love's not on the Utah?
he's on Utah Jazz. Kevin
When?
Kevin Love, he's on the Utah Jazz, man.
Bro, for real?
Yeah, it's right here. I'm looking at the lineup. Kevin
Since
six
when?
you is right here. It's at the bottom. Six
I thought he
eight.
was supposed to come to one of the LA teams.
Nah, it's Kevin Love's on the Utah Jazz.
What?
I just was going down. I saw his name. It says
Ain't
Kevin
no.
Love.
That's crazy. I never heard about that.
He was traded from Miami on July 7th,
Kevin Love?
2025. Yeah, he was traded on July 7th.
Oh man. Oh man. Retirement around the corner.
Yeah, because he's
Oh
30.
man.
How old is Kevin? Let me see. Kevin
He,
Love. He's 36.
man, they should have found a way to get him on the Lakers, man.
Yeah, he'd have been a
I,
nice
I
piece
I
coming off
hate
the
when
bench.
I just hate when players, man, they just go to teams that aren't competitive. So then the team does bad, and then there's like, well, I might as well hang it up. Like, nah, you shouldn't hang it
He's
up. You're just on a. I hate when that
yeah.
happens to players, man.
He's the
I
oldest
hate
player
it.
on that team. He's the oldest player on that team.
Oh
36.
man, I don't like that for him. I really don't. I don't like that. I
You know
hate
what?
I,
I
I
would
hate
like
when
to
that happens, man.
see if we couldn't get Walker Kessler. You know who would be a nice backup center, a brute, a rougher. You know, somebody that would bang down there. Yusuf Nurkic, 7 foot, 290 pounds, who can give you a double double, 15 and 16. Nurkic could do that. Yusuf Nurkic, you could put him out there with the second unit. He averages 9 and 8, 9 points and 8 rebounds a game, and that's just in. I mean, look, let me see. If you look at his scoring here, let me see. Uh, what is that? Okay, Charlotte 9 and 9 points, and his best year, Nurkic's best year was in 2019 and 2020. That was with the Pels, probably. Yeah, Portland. That was when he was with his best years was when he was with Portland. He averaged 15.6 points per game, then 17.6 points per game. And I guess when he got traded to Phoenix, I gotta remember, he got injured in Portland, and then they traded him to Phoenix. But
Correct.
he can get but Nurkic, I mean, you put him out there, he can bang. He's a very, very physical center. He likes to throw elbows. He'll give you a double double. I remember we played him, man. He had when he played AD, he had like 16 rebounds, 16 points. He's not a leaper, he stays to the ground, but he's a 7 footer who is almost 300 pounds, 290 pounds, 7 foot. And Utah ain't gonna really use him. What they gonna do with him? Because if we can't get Nicola dude from Chicago, he would be a nice center to get. But you just gotta see how much he's making a year. I'm not sure.
Nurk is making 17, and you can only get Vu. The reason why I like Vu better because he's going to get
Oh
bought out
yeah,
9 times the 10.
yeah. Voot is better, but I'm saying like if Vooch Nikola Vucevic, if he went to like Golden State is in need of a center if Al Horford don't go there. And let's say he slides in and don't want to be coming off the bench, right?
I mean, they can still get Al Horford, but yeah, I see what you're talking
Right.
about.
But I'm saying if Al Horford say, "Oh, give me the starting role," right, and he goes to Golden State, he's starting, right? Then Vooch not gonna go there. But if Golden State say, "Hey, Vooch, you come here, we'll give you that starting role." Okay, so and now we have to go to like Utah and say, "Hey, you could Nurkic right around December, and we trade because I think Vooch is more. He costs like 21, and like you said, Nurkic is only 17. So we would have to, and let's say Utah releases you could Nurkic, right? That would be a big pickup for the Lakers because now you got he has started in the league. He started on Phoenix when he was there. He he started on Portland when he was in Portland. He started um, most on every team that he was on until he got injured. When he broke that bone, his ankle around his ankle, when it was going the other way, he started on every team. He would give you 15 to 15. He was a walking double double every night. Nurkic was most every night. Whether he scored 10 points and give you 14 rebounds, he was always a walking double double. And this dude was strictly on the ground. You couldn't move him. So he would be a good backup center. Because you're not he's a backup center. So you're not asking him to go out and get 20 points. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see if they release him because they got a lot of young talent. They got a lot Utah, they got four centers. What are they gonna do with four centers? They got Kyle Flapowski. I think is he a rookie?
No, he's
He
in his second year.
second year, okay, but right, he's from Duke. So I mean, it's
And
pretty
he
much
was
six
cooking.
eleven.
He was eating up the summer league. He was
Yeah,
cooking.
that's what I'm saying. He
Oh
was eating
man,
up the summer league.
bro, I would love him and Lauri Markkanen, man. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Like Kyle Flapowski, he's pretty much 7 foot at 6'11", 7 foot. It's all the same inch. Then Lauri Markkanen 7 foot. Walker Kessler 7 foot. Yukov Nurkic, Kevin Love 6'9". So I wonder how Utah's gonna do this.
They're gonna
Well,
buy out Kevin Love and they're gonna buy out Nusuf Nurkic.
that's what I'm saying. Once those centers get on, that's why
And
I
they're
think the
gonna have to
Lakers.
wait and they're gonna have to
I,
cut Kyle Anderson also.
and I love to have him, even though hey slow mo, give me slow mo. Hey 230. He can actually now he's 6'9". He can actually bring the ball down the court for you, and it looks weird because the way that he dribble and like man this dude can't play. He get to his spot and he this hey Kyle Anderson man under Greg Popovich this dude can get to his spot and score like
I
in the
like him.
game, huh?
It's his shot release is so slow though. That's my only
That's why
issue
they
with
call him
him. But
slow mo. This is what they call him
yeah.
slow mo. That's why he's slow mo. He's just he can make plays. He's just a good player. You
Yeah,
remember
he
like
can play
Dudley? He's
make,
like
he can
Dudley.
read, he's yeah, bro.
He's
If his
he's
shot
like
wasn't so slow, he would be
he's
so
like Dud
like
he's
oh
like Dudley. If you remember Jared Dudley when we won the championship, right? When we in the
hmm
bubble, we had Jared Dudley, right? And he's like Jared Dudley. He's got one. Bill Cartwright for Chicago Bulls had a ugly shot. It was so ugly. He used to take it over his head, take it all the way back, right? But that shot went in. Um, and that's how Kyle Anderson is. He got one of them ugly shots. But like what you said, I think what Utah's gonna do, they're probably gonna buy out Kevin Love and buy out Nurkic
and Kyle
and and
Anderson.
and probably Kyle. I don't know, because Kyle's still he's 31.
They're trying to rebuild. They don't care about Kyle Anderson.
You know what I mean? Well,
And
I
plus,
mean
they
they
have
got
18 guys on the roster, so they're trying to get.
yeah,
They
they
have
trying to yeah, they got to get down. Let me see, one, two, three, four. Yeah, they got to get down. They
yeah,
they really had to get that. That's what Washington, because I think Washington is gonna cut some guys too.
right.
You
Chris
know
Middleton is most
they
likely.
yeah.
CJ McCollum, he's probably going to get someone at the trade
Mm-hmm.
deadline or whatever.
They'll
That's probably
probably
why they're
trade
going to buy
him
him
because
out.
he's in. Yeah, you don't release C.J. McCollum. You don't release C.J. McCollum. That dude can play. You
Right.
that's
I
a
mean,
trade
Chris
asset.
Middleton can play too. He's just better as a off the bench bucket getter type of guy.
Yeah, but he's not. He's more of Chris Middleton right now is a filler. He's more of a bench filler that's on a second unit who's going to come in and give you 10 to 12 points. And on a
Right.
good night, when he's hot, he can give you 18. Right, but CJ McCullough, he's a starter. Like this dude's a starter in the league. That's a trade asset to get more young pieces. If I'm not releasing CJ McCullough, I'm trading him to a team like the Golden State Warriors, who need a shooter on the wing like Klay Thompson. Right now, they need a center, but if I'm Washington, I'm gonna make that trade to the Golden State Warriors because they need a 3-point shooter on the wing like Klay. And
Yeah.
then oh, that would be crazy. I'm okay. CJ McCullough for I don't know how much he's making for Kaminga. Then Kaminga goes to Washington. That'd be crazy. Because right
Mm.
now Kaminga's not trying to win. He's just trying to get paid, right?
Yeah, he's just trying to get paid. Yeah. But
He's
they also
trying to
have
get paid.
Cam. They have Cam Whitmore at his spot. They have multiple guys at Jonathan Kaminga's spot also.
Cam is 6'5". Whitmore is six
Cam
five.
Whitmore 6'7".
Nah, they say he's 6'5" right here. Cam Whitmore, let me see. He might be right. Okay. But like I say,
Yeah, he
uh
will. Smooch Entertainment, which is DJ. He said Phoenix need a point guard also, so he will be nice in
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
hmm For Jalen
Let
Green,
him think
maybe.
any
For
look,
Jalen Green, maybe. We'll see.
he's a starter. I wouldn't even know. I look if I'm Phoenix, I'm trying to get better. I'm not trading. I'm trying to give them some maybe Allen, right? But I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. I'm trading CJ McCullough to Phoenix, but I'm keeping all my all my assets as far as scoring. I'm giving them
Yeah,
a young piece. I'm giving them a young piece and I'm fitting CJ McCullough in there. Uh, at 6'3", but the dude averaged like what 21, 19 points last year. He's not somebody, 21.1 points per game. You don't trade nobody like that. Release nobody like that. That's a trade piece. That's a trade piece. Like, no, they're not gonna. They got a young team, right?
hmm
And they got Brogdon. I don't know if they're gonna have some veterans. I don't know if they're gonna keep him. They might keep him. You never know. They might keep him to just be competitive because if they trade CJ, right, and trade Brogdon, let me see
Brogdon's
here.
a free agent.
Well, they got him still on the roster. Malcolm
Oh
Brogdon
well,
in
he's a
Washington.
free agent. Yeah, he's a
Okay,
free agent.
okay,
hmm
okay. So if he's not there, shoot, I'm trying to see veterans here. I'm looking, trying to see the veterans. Only veteran they would have is CJ McCullough and
Chris
oh
Middleton?
boy, Chris Mill. Yeah, that's it. I even Hey, did they release Middleton?
Nope, not
I don't
yet.
see. I don't see him on their roster right now. Chris Middleton
No,
is
I didn't.
not
No,
one, two,
no,
three.
he didn't get bought out yet. Otherwise, we would have got the notification on ESPN, and then we would talk about is Chris Middleton is officially a Laker when he gets bought out. That type of
He's
stuff. So
he's not on there. Oh, okay, here he is. He's down way, 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 way down at the bottom. Okay, 6, 7, 8.
yeah, yeah, way down there on the depth chart.
I was going to say. You think the Lakers, if they did release him, you think Lakers pick him up?
If we have to make a trade though first, but yeah, if we can, yeah, if he's willing to accept hey, I'm willing to come off the bench, be that bucket getter for you type of role,
Mhm.
sure, I would love
So
him.
right now they got two. They got two veteran players on their team, Chris Middleton and CJ
And
McCollum.
CJ
That's it.
McCollum,
That's it.
yeah,
Everybody else is, man. They're young. Everybody else is like, well, hold on. Let me see. It's 20. Is anybody over? Okay, Chris Middleton's 34 and CJ McCall's 33. Those are the two oldest guys. And Anthony Gale's 32, whoever that is. Anthony Gale. I got to see who he is. But everybody else is 26, 23, 24, 19, 26, 22, 22, 22, 21. They have a young. Washington has a young team, man.
Porzingis is not available to be traded. The Hawks are trying to actually
For
compete for something. Now
yeah, for
Vucevic, we could,
yeah.
but again,
Porzingis ain't going
um,
nowhere. They're trying to compete, man. Hawks is trying to
yeah,
get better.
Porzingis is not getting traded. Um,
The Hawks. You got to look at the Hawks now. The Hawks are in contention. They were just talking about them the other day about the Atlanta Hawks moving up the playoff in the East, moving up a little bit
yeah,
because of who they got. Remember, they got Nikhil Alexander.
you got a
They
Walker,
have
you got Luke Kennard,
mhm,
you have Porzingis, you have Asa
mhm.
Newell. We have a lot of guys who can play both sides of the ball. I'm
and
really
that
touched.
center that we were trying to get to. Remember that center that we were trying to
Oyeka
get,
Kongwu,
Kongwu,
Okongwu.
and he has
Yep,
really developed in the last year or so.
2 years.
So
Yep.
and they got Luke Kennard. Man, they got Luke Kennard.
Yeah, bro. Who
When they
shoots
get
like 46% from three. Yeah.
yeah, they got Luke Kennard. They got one of the best top 5 defensive players in the league, Dyson Daniels,
Yep.
and along
Jalen
with Nikhil
Johnson, Zach
Alexander,
Ricochet, Muhammad
Ricochet.
Gay can
Yeah,
get you
Zachary
some
Ricochet.
minutes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they're gonna bother a lot of teams in the East, lower seeds, like top 5, around the top 5, 6 position. They don't want to be in the plans,
I'll
but
say we're top 4 to 5. Yeah,
yeah,
agree.
top 4 to 5. Yeah,
Because I got to see how Cleveland and Philly
and
looks.
and
I want to
Jalen
look at Philly.
Johnson,
I want to
and
see how
I
they
forgot
look.
about Jalen Johnson,
Yeah,
LeBron's guy.
I brought him up. Yeah, Jalen Johnson, Zach
Jalen Johnson,
Ricochet.
6'8",
Yep.
6'8", yeah, 220. This dude can play. He's got hops. He's penetrating.
Athletic.
Oh,
He can give me
yeah.
20, 10, and 5.
Oh
My
yeah.
God. Just like
Easy.
LeBron. Just like LeBron. Light skinned
Right now he's
LeBron.
averaging. He's averaging almost 19 points a game in 10.
Oh,
That's re-
that's because he got hurt. So you know how when you get hurt, they drop your
yeah.
stats a little bit. But
But I'm
before
just
then,
saying
he
that's
averaged 20, 10, and 5.
yeah. To be a 4 year, to be in the league 4 years, to average what he's averaging at almost 18.9 points per game and 10 rebounds, that's amazing. He's got to shoot better behind the 3-point line though.
Yeah, but
But I
he'll be
mean,
fine. He only
yeah, but
had
I'm
that one.
saying, at 31%, 31.2%, this NBA season, he dropped. So he went from 35.5 to 31.2. So that was probably, like you said, injury.
Mm-hmm.
But
Before then, yeah, he was lighting it up from three and
yeah,
playing both sides of the ball and everything. Yeah, bro.
so Trey Young likes to run. He likes to run the floor.
He do. He can
So
also
he
slow
gonna
it down for you too,
so
which I like
Zachary
about that.
Ricochet, Ricochet, that dude gonna be running with Trey, and then like you said, they got Nikhil,
He's
they
our
got
France
James.
Michael Porter Jr. He's our Michael Porter Jr. but from France, but a better
Pretty
defender. I'll
much.
say that.
Pretty
Yep.
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So Atlanta got better. I believe they got better. They got rid of a lot of the congestion that they had, people that weren't stepping up. So Atlanta's going to be better than what they were. But like I said, you know, but like I said, with this Lauri Markkanen trade, it's like if you, because Utah play hardball. Utah will dangle a player over teams. They'll say, okay, put him out there, make him available. Say, hey, yeah, he's available. Then they turn around and then they'll take him off the market. They done
Yeah,
that. They done that before.
the Jazz are a very weird, interesting
They're,
team for
yeah,
sure. Yeah, dude.
they're just
I
a
don't
weird
understand them.
team. They're just a weird team. And like I was talking to my dude, I was like, dude, like the Jazz did this before. They turned around, they put the player on, they put Kessler on there. The Lakers, then it was Lakers talking about that's one of the number one. It was our number one center that we were trying to get at the time. And then God, of course, made opened the door. We got Aiton. But before that, before Aiton, it was Walker Kessler. All you heard, Walker Kessler, Walker Kessler, Walker Kessler, right? And then what happened?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get Walker Kessler. We got D Aiton.
Which
So
I like better, but yeah.
I like better. I like the D Aiton trade, D Aiton
The
pickup,
pickup, yep. I
better
told people
than
too. I said, "Hey, we're gonna get DeAndre Ayton, guys. Don't worry, be patient. I got the script."
because I
Told
think
people
I think
too.
what yeah because I think what people look at is with Kessler. Okay, Kessler gives you the defense where he averages like 2 to 3 blocks a game, right? And
Right.
he gets a double double.
Well,
But
he only
eight
plays 25 minutes, man. That's
Aiton
my problem.
Aiton plays hard. Aiton plays the game complete. He plays the complete game from the start to the finish when he's motivated. When he's on, the problem with him when he was in Phoenix, he wanted to be the guy. But at the time, they had Kevin Durant.
and Devin
And you're
Booker.
not,
But
yeah, Booker, right?
I don't even think that was the problem. I think
Well,
that's more so
Kevin Durant called him out.
right.
And
Sure, no,
so,
that's fine. But Kevin Durant, we
well, he
don't take
wasn't too
that
happy.
serious.
I don't know if you've seen,
Right.
they broke it down
Yeah.
where Kevin
No,
Durant
I know what
called
you're
him.
talking about, but I don't even think that's
Yeah.
necessarily the problem. I think Monty Williams being a douchebag was the
Yeah,
problem.
that too. But he
Yeah.
told Phoenix, he verbatim that he wanted to be the guy in Phoenix. He said he wanted to be Phoenix to build around him. He felt that he was the guy. Remember, Phoenix drafted him, right? Kind of like
Mhm.
Amari Stoudemire. He wanted that Amari Stoudemire role. Man child. He wanted that man child role. He wanted Amari Stoudemire.
And that's what he was doing for them in the playoffs to the finals until
Yeah,
they
but
yeah.
when you got a player like you said it, Booker and Durant, those names over Apocalypse is his name because of the players they are. They went to the come on. These players went to the Olympics. D. Ayton wasn't in the Olympics. These players are Olympians. So if I'm Phoenix, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, Ayton. We know you can score. We know what kind of player you are. But when it comes to Durantula and D Book, I'm sorry, you're the third option, buddy. And so that's what kind of pissed him off. And then when they traded him, guess what? In Portland, he just didn't have the zeal no more. He was like, he's just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also
14.
too, Portland doesn't have good playmakers. That's out of Scoot Henderson. They had
Yeah,
like an F grade for playmaking, by the way.
yeah. And well,
F,
did they trade? Did
not a
they
D,
trade
not a
Dame?
C, not an A or B with nothing. You had
Did he
an
play
F.
with? But
Imagine
hold
you
on, did
in
he?
school having an F, bro.
But did he play with Dame? With Dame there when he was
Mm-mm.
there?
Nope.
Okay,
That's when
I was
Dame
gonna
got
say.
traded to Milwaukee. Remember, he was part of that 3-team trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
But well,
Nurk to Phoenix, Ayton to Portland, Grayson
okay.
Allen to Phoenix, and
Phoenix,
Little
right?
to Phoenix. Yep. And then Dame goes to the Bucks for the picks, and Tony Camaro goes to Portland as well, who I
Okay.
like also. I don't know why did Phoenix trade it. There's never mind. Why would you trade one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, bro?
Right. Yeah. That me it just didn't make no sense. Yeah. I don't
Tony
know. I did.
Camaro, man, you're missing a guy at the 3-and-D spot, and then you traded that guy, man. God bless their souls, man. God bless their souls. But I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate the 137 people watching on YouTube. Make sure you guys get the likes up.
Definitely. Yeah.
It truly helps out a lot. If you want to send super chats, you can do so. If you don't know how to do it and you want to do Cash App, then just Cash App Juro Sports. You know what I'm saying? I'll accept it. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel of Lakers in 5. Help him reach the 13K. He's at 12.K last time I checked today. So help him reach his goal and everything. I truly appreciate Preacher Man for coming up, AG for coming up. Thank you for allowing me, Boss Man DJ, to go live. It's truly an honor and a privilege. And I will talk to you on Instagram about who I have next up in mind. But peace out. God bless. Have a safe and lovely day. Thank you.
Salute everybody.
Salute, fam.
With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 select.
Just got another ring for you, and I know we gon' ball. We don't take no days off. I just want to put a 3 on a card. Back home, the rest legal. We won't be going for the team running off Shaq Diesel, dog. Play against the Lakers, it gets lethal, dog. Yeah. Still going. Back home smoking legal. We won't be going for the sequel. Team running off Shaq Diesel, dog. Play against the Lakers, it gets lethal. throwing